And hello everyone, and welcome back to Whispers from the Athenium presents Session 2 of Guardians Rebirth. We're back, we're here, it's the five of us, me, the Skyflourish, the Tez, the Rebecca, the Kay, and the Darian. We're all here. Apparently someone's quiet. One was whispering. Is he gonna die? Oh fuck, we're gonna kill him. Put him down.
He's emulating my creepy D&D character from before.
Hello! Is that Kakuwe stuff?
From Fandelver.
Darian should totally bring the fucking Duga voice into a campaign.
You don't want that.
No.
I would do that. You don't want
No,
that.
no, Darren,
For a short form campaign, not for anything long form.
Darren, I don't want to be the player in that scenario. I would like for you to have I would like for you to be a shopkeeper in Epcos that uses the Duga voice that only appears for 20 minutes or is like
Please
super
don't do
important.
that.
So they
Please
have
don't do
they
that.
have to keep coming back.
I'll make them a key reoccurring character that just shows up everywhere the party goes.
Every single shop, they do like at least one shop in every town. Is that?
I will commit crime again.
It's a changeling who actually runs every store in town, just wearing like a different like fake mustaches.
A different hat.
It doesn't transform. It just uses different mustaches, different hats.
He's also the traveling merchant that just shows up on the road.
What you buying?
What are you selling?
Yeah, they come in like on the road. They know that you're coming. It's like, come on, you want to shop through me, so you don't have a whole shopping episode. Here's all the stuff you need.
As soon as you said changeling with a mustache, I just instantly thought of Theo just pretending to be someone by just putting a mustache.
That's not Theo pretending to be someone. That's Theo's evil sister. She has all the transformations Theo's does, but just has a stupid curly villain mustache for all of them.
And the hat. You can't forget the hat.
Yes.
Alright, but that's this. For those who don't know, Guardians Rebirth is a homebrew isekai campaign. It's a normal D&D campaign, but it's basing a lot of elements off of isekai, mainly manga and TV shows. I would put visual novels under that bracket, but I don't read visual novels, and a lot of the manga I read are visual novels converted to manga form, so it's just isekai. It's just isekai. It's a good time. It's a good meme. But yeah. I don't have to segue to Darian, I segue into me. That's what happens in this campaign.
Yep.
Darian, take a
Take it away anyway.
last time on Echoes.
Darian, all their money.
No, start reading the Echoes notes.
But
Start reading Curse's Stride.
you all wake up. It's broad time, baby. Chill.
But we missed October.
Broad is only for April Fools and it lasts a month.
Yeah, but
some
he's also still spooky.
some reason.
For some reason.
This one isn't.
Anyway, it's red. Let's hopefully hope that it doesn't stay red.
No.
Great.
I will get your picture just in case.
Alright. Previously in Guardians Rebirth, we met the four protagonists, Haito Karasuri, Sakura Lafayette, Mayuri Kitsuru, and Kaede Makino. Four adolescents who were waiting for news about the next expansion to the greatest MMO to hit the planet, Guardians Rebirth. As they waited, they were teleported into a golden temple of the Golden Lord Kinshin and met with one of his attending angels, Narin. Narin requested the four to defeat the Demon Lord in return for a wish and their way back to Earth. Through knowledge provided from what they knew of the game and what was provided just by Narin, they realized that the game Guardians Rebirth is based on this world of Zalania. Having no choice to accept, the party received legendary items to aid them for their travels. A spirit guide familiar for Sakura, who in this world is going by Mei, a staff for Haito, a golden lyre for Mayu, and twin sentient daggers for Kaede. They arrived in Koryu Adventuring Guild and signed up with Paga, their now Crystal Tiefling representative, and took a quest in eliminating goblins at a camp in a nearby town. The execution was not as quick as it is in-game, and May lost her companion and fell unconscious from an attack. The other three beat the goblinoids, took their cause, and went to the town to report. They returned back to Starholm, where they handed in their quest and decided to gather resources for their stay here. that's where we left off with the wallet of you looking for a store in Starholm. So let me just get the Starholm map going, because that should have been something I did before, but I forgot. Boop. So,
Well, Min-Max,
Yes.
you know where all the shops are. Lead the way. I'm sure you know where the nearest market area is.
I mean, yes, I do, from memory, but
Can I roll a history to see if I remember a shop that sells cookies?
go ahead.
I mean,
Did we have a like? Because obviously we have but did the characters have a discussion beforehand about like what everyone's planning to get?
no, I
Or
don't
have we
think
just
so.
kind of been like, okay, we're going shopping, and like this is the first time we're discussing it.
I think it's a matter of like, well, we're going to stay here for an unknown period of time. We should probably get some gear with this money. We just don't, sort of deal. And that's like you've left the guild hall after that thought. But you know, bakeries have cookies. You don't
I
know.
just don't remember where the bakeries are.
Yeah, you just need to look for a bakery.
I just turned to Kate and just like looked like puppy dog eyes.
Is there a bakery in this town? But I need to roll some history or something.
In the game, there were like food stores. Like you know that there should be a bakery, but you know that there was never really an interactable storefront in the game
Exactly,
of
yeah.
a specific bakery. So by logic, dictating that there should be a baker in like a society like this, yes. And if there is, it's probably in some like market district area.
Well, a bakery is a bit specific. It's not really something that we have had interaction with within the game. I assume that, I mean, considering the place, there should be a bakery somewhere in the markets. We just have to keep an eye out.
After
AJ,
the words like there should be a baker, her eyes light up.
as Kada is saying this to Mayu, in the background, Haito's just walking up to a random person in the town, and just like, excuse me, if you don't mind, I'm new in town. Could you please point us in the direction of a market area? Also, if there's a bakery nearby, you know of?
Yeah, the market district's right over here as he points to like the northern section of the town. And a whole bunch of stores there. Couple of bakeries. I prefer Apple Bottoms. Got some good bread.
It's like
Don't lie.
he says it, I just frown slightly when he mentions the name, and
Don't
then go
lie.
back to smiling. It's like,
I love that.
thank you very much. I appreciate the assistance.
I say,
I just turn.
I say under my breath, I would have thought they sold jeans.
Or boots with the fur.
Jeans.
And I just start leaving. I don't even bother telling the rest of them.
Right.
I completely don't even know that he's gone already. Like,
I assumed someone was listening in, and I just walk away.
Yeah, I follow behind.
My
And
passive,
if the other two haven't realized, they're like, hey, he's going this way.
my passive perception's a 14, so I'm gonna say that she probably heard the word bakery when he said it. She was close enough, and probably like instantly whipped around, listened to what he was saying, heard yeah, there's bakeries, and then just been like smile at Caden and just like follow who I do. I go where
Alright.
food's at.
As we're walking, I just like look over at Kada. I'm just like, and Mayu as they catch up, was like, I feel like we should be thinking of this less as a game and more as a actual living, breathing world.
well,
Knowledge
that was
of-
something I was going to mention, but we still have knowledge.
Oh yes, that knowledge will come in handy, but we can't assume that the same rules apply, and there's things that didn't bother filling in for the games that we'll definitely find out here. Point in Exhibit A, a bakery.
I think on hearing that, I just like take a little pause. Don't really reply to it.
I like it better because it was sad that you couldn't buy cookies in the game. You can buy cookies in other games.
I think that's probably for a different purpose.
I never really quantified the viability of a game based on whether or not I can buy baked goods.
Roll me intelligence.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Just flat intelligence?
Just roll flat intelligence check.
Sometimes you need to buy bread. Gives you hit points.
Natural one.
I was going to say more lines of you actually would pay attention because you go out to get every skill maxed, and cookies are one of the best ways to get cooking maxed.
Listen, they
However,
know that.
however, you forgot that instant at that moment.
No, see, AJ, because I didn't max cooking by grinding cookies like other people would. I maxed cooking by grinding other skills, and cooking was a byproduct.
Let me guess, like,
It just
you're a
happened.
person who, like, did every single recipe?
At
Yeah.
least one for completion.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fuck that.
So you know there's cookies in the game, but like, you're not gonna bring that up.
They were hidden. You had to do 3 different side quests to even unlock the dungeon that unlocked the recipe, and it was like a 1 in 50 drop rate from a specific boss's hidden phase.
There was also some weird, like, offside side quest, so you couldn't really, like,
Yeah.
see it correctly. It was out of the map, then you had to come back somewhere. It's like 5 fetch quests. It's
You also had to
It's only-
start one quest, and that unlocks the ability to start another quest. But if you finish the first quest, it locked the second quest from starting.
also, if you did the wrong dialogue option in the second quest, it cuts you out from the finale.
You have to start it by like talking to an NPC at a specific time of day.
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
On the right day of the week.
All to make cookies, which give you like a tiny stat buff. That's just not worth the effort.
But if you
Happiness.
bake
Just like
those
happy-
cookies and combine them with other materials, they create an even better stat buff.
It's still not worth it. It's
No.
like
When you're going up against raid bosses, and that tiny little stat buff is just, you know, that.
That one hit point will save your life.
Oh yeah.
too bad it starts a 10-minute cooldown for consuming other food.
Yeah, true.
Alright.
Alright, back away from the stupid.
It's gonna be a lot of this.
Yes.
Go to the markets, AJ.
Yeah, you go to the
What do you
markets. You see a variety of stores there. You see specific stores like your different types of grocers, your bakeries, your meat vendors. You see like there's storefronts, and then there's wooden stalls that have like people doing like small trading of leading from like trinket to like very fine jewelry, but things that poke your eye out, that remind you of these things that could be helpful to you, are mainly three major pieces of information that you want to know. The Constellar Forge, the Grand Magister's Outfitting, and Top Procurement Agency. However, to the lot of you, none of the stores, even those 3, are familiar to you by name in game.
What are the names of them?
Constellar Forge,
Yep.
the Grand Magister's Outfitting, and Top Procurement Agency. Let me just chuck them in chat for you.
Hey, look down these basic. But yeah, so I feel like I'm trying to look around for those like same stores, but I'm assuming I don't find anything like of that similar, but these like ones in particular like seem like almost they're substitutes in kind of like, or
Like, you're looking for names that you know, and none of them are there.
interesting. I feel like then like it'd be that sort of like thing where I'd note down like particular places that I haven't seen, but I'd be like first trying to look for places that I know before realizing that they're not there.
I'm just looking for goods. Like, I go Forge, don't need that.
This is based on the guys' their experience when they were here. Like that was, we think, 120 years ago. I'm sure other businesses have closed and opened in that time.
I'm gonna go towards the
Guess,
bakery if I
yeah.
see it.
I'm walking towards the outfitting
I mean,
shop.
I guess, yeah, if that's what's actually happening here, the map of the game as we know it is, a window of, like a small window of time.
As
It does seem like not much has changed between it, even with the amount of time.
there's structural differences. In game, a lot of this town is in, like it's beginning of Wooden Age sort of deal. For those who knew, it's the glow up between Warcraft for the Horde and like one of the later expansions where it got real shiny and new and all this cool stuff is there. It's been like a whole age. Like this is very much into the Stone Age now in terms of building design, mainly using. It's mainly stone with wood complements as opposed to mainly wood.
But besides like the sort of minute differences, it still looks mostly familiar.
In like
Or
shape,
still like changes.
in shape, but like there are changes. It's very different to the world that you know.
Is there a
Yeah,
difference?
Yes.
I'd probably just be like looking around and like properly for the first time, like actually taking in the surrounding scenery that normally don't pay a whole lot of attention to, realizing that this is different. Weirdly so.
As you enter the bakery, Maya, you see a middle-aged woman who's currently at the front. Her husband, you hear and see in the back working on dough for bread. So you gaze around the shop. You see some nice and cooked loaves of bread. Present a few dessertish meals like tarts and pies. And there is like a tray of cookies.
What kind of cookies?
Apple raisin.
That sounds pretty good. Hi, would I be able to buy some cookies, please?
Sure. How many do you want?
I'll get 12, please.
12 cookies, alright. And she starts getting a small bag of a small like paper bag and puts 12 cookies in. That'll be 3 gold.
Hand over the 3 gold. Thank you so much. They look delicious.
Thank you. We try our best. And
I like smile and leave.
in terms of in-game stuff, that'll be 6 rations because 1 cookie is not a ration.
That's fair.
2
I was
cookies.
just buying them more for
No,
like,
it's fair.
for snacks. I'll let someone else do something now because otherwise I'm just getting rations and I can just do that off the background if you'd like.
Oh, good. Haito, as you enter the Grand Magister's outfitting, there's seemingly dull shop front as you like look into it. It doesn't look much at all, and as you step in, it looks vastly different on the inside, as if there is some sort of painting in the windowsill to make it look different. As you enter, it seems to be much larger on the inside. Various stands and stalls, holding weapons and equipment. And right up the back, with a bookshelf behind him full of all these different items, is behind her, I apologize, is a Steno Medusa born. This very beautiful young woman, long purple hair with large purple wings that fold over her body like a cloak, violent eyes. And as you have a look, as you look into her face, you see patches of these violet purple scales that seem to like sort of mix in with her skin. She's got a pair of goggles on her head.
There's like a brief pause when I'm looking around the shop, spot her. There's that like tiny little like quirk of the eyebrow yet again, where Haito just thinks, they're really pushing the they're really pushing the money shop races with this expansion. And then just starts walking directly towards you. I assumed you were the shopkeep here.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Athenia. Welcome to the Grand Magister's outfitting.
Thank you. There's a few items I'm looking for. I'm assuming, given the layout, as I look across like all the different items here, I'm assuming this will be the best place to find them. Would you happen to sell tents, bedrolls, water skins, rations, robes, etc.?
No. Yes.
That's good. I'm assuming the yes was to etc.
And robes. This is a magic store.
Interesting. I like that.
If you want generic stuff, you want to head up at Tops. He's usually got what we want. What?
It's good to know. I'm sorry, I'm new in town. This place is rather unfamiliar. But
Fair.
and then he looks around at all the items again, like magic store. I have a feeling that everything in here will probably be out of my price range at the moment, but I will definitely be back as like my eyes linger on a few different items in the shop.
You look around, you can see that the stuff you want to buy for spell components is also there, so...
Yeah, like as I go to start walking, I stop, immediately turn on the heal and go, actually, incense and herbs, specifically for casting Find Familiar.
Good. How many uses?
2. I've got the charcoal I need. Just
Cool.
need the herbs and incense.
You see she gets like a step stool, turns like this big, large, like square bookcase that's behind her, and like starts climbing up. Herbs and candles. Here we go. She gets down, like she starts divvying them out. He hands you like 2 candles and like a small pile of herbs.
Would you happen to have a brazier I could use for at least one of these castings?
I mean, yeah, but you, like braziers are expensive. You don't really need that. You just need something to copper to burn them in. If you want to get, you can get like a burnable copper bowl, bronze bowl that we've got. It's probably an additional maybe 5 gold.
I'll think about it. But thank you for these. I'll definitely take those, and I take the 2 castings worth of Find Familiar. I I thank her, and I start to make my leave and walk immediately. As soon as I leave, I turn, spot Tops, and start walking in that direction.
Cool. I'm just going to add your stuff in there that you told me before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Could we have moved over to get our own like general
Yeah.
stuff from Tops just while that was happening?
As you walk in, you see that he's gone to the Magister's outfit. You're like, well,
Yeah.
if he's gone there...
Yeah, are they the only 3 like ones that we can tell that are like stores with stuff?
I imagine we've taken like a big wide like
Yeah.
sort of walk around, and those are the big 3. Sort of
These, like, you've looked around, you've seen stuff. There's like a lot of things that are like food vendors, and like again in the middle is like your very fine stuff, like your carpets, your jewelry stuff that you don't need. And when you go and ask people like what's the best place to acquire, what places to acquire like this sort of thing, they're just like, go to Tops. He's got everything and anything you need. And so eventually you see that as he ends with the Grand Magisters, you're like, well, he'll find out what that does. We'll go head out to Tops.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Grand Magister, mage-like, sure, that's him. Let's let him have it.
Because at work, I wanted to, like, the first thing I wanted to look for as well was the stuff for Find Familiar.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm like inclined, or like edging towards going to the mage stuff. It's like, but like Katie clearly is like, we should check out the general store while he's doing that. It's like, okay.
Yeah, Kaede would definitely push forward that, like, probably should focus on ourselves as, like, a general comfort and things we need.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll I can check with him later.
As you walk in, you see very much like what would be a ye-old, not a supermarket, but like a mom and pop store. Shelves all over the place, forming aisles. A large table at the back, similar large bookcase behind him. and this time there is a him, as there is a middle-aged, short grey hair that's starting to turn white gnome. He's like, "Well, hello, I'm Top Tinker. Welcome to Top's Procurement. What can I get you?"
Hi. I think like the main thing I'm looking for here is just basic camping supplies, as well as a few little bits and bobs here and there. And just sort of go through a listing like, do you sell tents, like bedrolls,
Yep.
blankets, water skins,
Yes.
bucket, some rope,
Yep.
tinderbox,
Yes.
and rations.
By the barrel.
Barrel. Okay.
You see, like, there's like
Or
a
maybe just
big.
the rations.
You see, like, this is like
All of
four.
it.
You see, there's like
Fucking barrel.
4 large barrels like next to the counter. That's got like, one's got hardtack, one's got nuts, one's got like dried berries, one's got jerky, and it's like there's like a little scoop for each one and a bag.
It's like, it's like one of those like stores that like has all the different kinds of nuts.
And all different kinds of candy.
Yeah, or like a candy store.
Yeah, most of your supplies should be there, and he like points to like the outdoor living section that he's got set up, where the majority of things you asked for are there.
Out of curiosity as well, do you happen to have backpacks?
Yes, we do. As he goes around, goes to the back and pulls out a backpack.
May I just be able to just look over his backpack, just to make sure it's the one that I'm probably wanting to get?
Roll persuasion.
The main reason why I'm doing this as well is because of how the card system works. We don't know how backpacks and chests work.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because like if we can just make the backpack one card, then it means we don't have to have each of these things as its own individual card.
As
All on the
you,
one backpack.
that's
card.
perception.
Was that perception?
Yes.
15.
15.
Okay, while she's doing this, I'll be at the outdoor section, like gathering the other stuff that we need,
Yep.
like the beds and blankets and stuff.
At this point, Haito can walk in, see what's going on. As Kaede's like, alright, and he hands you the backpack.
I just want to test to see if this thing sort of works similar to like how you can store, like, is there like space for just cards to go sort of thing, or is it just like
As you hold it and you wear
Yeah,
it
okay.
and you realize it, I'll just say you can do this. The backpack has to be equipped, and it will take up a card slot while equipped and on you.
Yeah.
Again, it lets you have 4 additional slots, but only
Okay.
when it is active.
Only when it's active.
Okay, so it takes up a slot, but
Yep. So you'll go from 20 to 23. Because
So
you
if we-
you lose a slot because this has to be active to get the
Yes.
bonus 4.
So if we like deactivate it per se, what happens? Would I have a feeling of what happens to stuff
They'll
that's
drop out.
technically in it?
They'll be on the
Drop out?
ground.
Okay, cool. Just check. I didn't know if it was just locked in this extra dimensional backpack space or whatever. Yes. Could I be able to get 4 of these total?
Yep.
And yeah, I'll basically put for as much of the cost as I can onto however much all this will cost.
So it'll be a total of 48 gold.
I'm literally 2 gold short. Damn it.
I can pitch in some money.
How much would you want to pitch in?
I'm happy to, but yeah, pitch in.
Because it looks like I'm trying to basically like front most of the cost, basically.
I'll pitch in 10.
Okay. So I get to keep 8.
Oh, I have. I just made it so I only have 10.
That's Haito shopping. My bad. 1 second.
Oh dear.
It didn't look right when I looked at it either. Communal shit. There we go. It'll
Like,
be
shopping.
minus
Yeah, the way I say it is like I'm gonna.
minus 28. My bad.
Oh, 28?
Yep. That was just that
46.
stuff.
Keep your gold.
Oh, okay.
28, you say?
Put that in the party inventory as you ring it all up.
Yep.
Haito, I assume. You see what they're doing. You see she's picking up 2 tents. You pick up a 3rd tent for yourself in a bedroll. You see
My
his,
bedroll. I grab a water skin as well for
Wait,
myself.
How many bedrolls did we buy?
3 then.
Well, yeah. Like if
Well,
he,
that-
I imagine he
like
would come through. I imagine he would have come through like as like this is all happening. He would probably pick and put like pieces of it to the side and say, "I'm buying that."
And I
Yeah,
walk
okay,
up,
yeah.
I see you doing this, and I just walk over and just take like things I want out of the pile and just walk to
Yeah.
the other side of the room where I collect the rest of the things I want to buy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
imagine.
like we laid out the 4 and you just took yours.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yep.
That'd still be 20.
28 still, yeah.
Still be 20. Yep. Yep. Very cool.
The only thing he
yeah,
didn't buy from your thing is a blanket and a backpack. So,
Good to know.
yeah. So you bought an extra one of them each for
Yep.
him. But they're in the party sheet. You should be able to divvy them when you need to.
I will do that. Project.
I know, what the magic-y shop look like?
Guys, look over at May when she has the magic shop. Like,
At Magister's outfitting.
it was interesting. Lots of items, very little we would be able to afford. But there was the goods you would need to resummon your wolf companion.
Ah, sweet. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go get those down. And she'll start to head out the door.
Okay.
When we start like putting things just together.
She's like gathering her things. I grabbed like the few items she bought for me that I didn't realize at the time, like the backpack and the
Yeah, like I
Blanket.
probably slide the backpack and the blanket over to your side, just not saying anything.
Yeah, you don't say anything, and I just look at you, you've already paid for all this stuff, and I'm like,
It's best to be as prepared as we can be.
you are correct. And I did not think of a backpack, sir.
Or
Good
you
idea.
know how it would work.
Exactly. Well, there is one more thing here I need to purchase that isn't for you all. And I go up to Tops and I start asking him about clothes.
At this point, I come in because I was gonna get rations anyway. And just be like, I bought cookies. Ooh, what have we got?
As you go over, he starts getting like, it's like, well, if you want good clothes, you want to go ahead to like one of the haberdasheries or the people nearby, and he like gives you an address, like I'll fit you and make you look good. I've got
Thank you very
standard clothes here, but you don't seem the type.
When he says that, I just nod, like, yes, you are correct.
I roll.
I take my few items, and I bid him farewell, and I leave him. I'll meet you all back in the street. I'm going to go do, and I tell them the address.
Yep.
It might take me a little bit. Getting measurements and what I've done takes a little while sometimes.
Is there anything that seems practical, let us know.
I do not know if you will find practical goods in a haberdashery.
That's
You will
what I'm
find
talking about.
hats.
I don't even know what a haberdashery is.
If you'd like a nice hat, that is where you get them.
I'm okay.
That is exactly why I said that.
I'll be back in a second. Just roleplay between yourselves.
I leave, so you two have to roleplay alone. Get stuff.
I also already left because someone didn't tell me they'd already bought supplies.
Mike,
They
yeah,
just
this
said it
stuff
was
is for
theirs.
you.
I bought supplies for myself.
You
Yeah, I
said
knew you
you
would.
asked for 2 lots!
Yeah, it's one and a backup.
Mike, here's your stuff over here.
Thank you.
Oh, you still need the brazier and I'm buying that.
I believe you gotta make sure that you have the backpack properly equipped before it actually is functionable, but it should at least make the inventory situation a little bit easier.
So I just wear it on my back?
Yes, I think that counts as equipping it.
Okay.
I guess I'll also give you the 50-foot hempen rope. I bought 2 sets, and the other 2 will go on.
Thanks.
I'll hold on to one of the tents.
I was gonna say, before I had left, would you have, wanted me to hold on to the other tent?
I would have, yeah, if you would have taken it, then I would have been happy with that.
Yeah. Because there was only 3 of us there, and Haito also bought one.
And let's put.
So I've got a 2-person tent.
Let's put this into the standard backpack. Tent. The
Do you have to say
ration.
that what's in the backpack, or can
I
just
assume
just have-
so.
I just have everything like just listed.
No,
don't know
I'm,
how-
I'm assuming we're gonna have to.
Yeah, like I don't know how to say that this thing is in this item.
Well, just in the location underneath, next to its name, just type
Oh,
the
there. Okay. Yeah,
type the
sorry.
standard backpack into it.
I had didn't even.
Yeah, and it will
pay-
subcategorize itself.
I had not
Back.
paid attention to that before. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
there's-
useful feature. I use it a lot.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so there's 4
And put
slots
the
in it.
blanket.
So I'll put.
Yeah. Actually, let's not put that in there. Let's keep.
All right.
Yeah, so the backpack itself has 4 slots
Yep.
to dump water.
Okay, yeah. So I'll be bedroll blanket, water skin, tent. I'll put in there.
I don't really need a bedroll. I mean, I guess it'd be nice something to sit down on,
Oh yeah, she doesn't.
but
That's-
I don't need a
That's
tent.
mainly what I was thinking. The tent is just if environments get undesirable.
That's fair. I can also carry it just in case.
I should be alright. I believe I have the correct things I need. And enough space for it all. Did you pick up things like the water skin, the blanket, bedroll, all that? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, just make
And the
sure it's
rope.
all properly set up, and then we should probably, I guess we'll head back to the guild hall and wait, unless you need something particularly that you want.
I already got what I needed.
We don't really know where we're going just yet, so I want to wait to buy rations until then.
I already bought some rations.
That's
I
alright.
didn't buy very many though.
That's okay, you can buy what you need. I just prefer if we're going anywhere particularly, it's best to know beforehand instead of guessing how much we might need.
I started with 11 because I thought maybe we'd just be extra careful, but if we have to travel further, then I'll just get some more. I got like 40 gold still.
We'll see what happens when it comes out.
Fun fact, Mayu is a really good budgeter.
I'm proud. All those lessons in accounting.
No, she's just good at budgeting.
Yes, accounting.
No.
Quick question, AJ.
Quick answer.
Cool. Small lockbox. Can that hold something, or is it just a lockbox?
You can hold something, but it's the same as a backpack. You need to have it on you and carry it around.
Cool.
And I'm assuming you can only carry like one thing.
No, I can carry like maybe 6 things, but again, it's a foot long chest that you have
Yeah,
to
it's
hold
an
by
actual
2.
chest.
Like you have to walk around with that.
I was imagining like a small jewelry box.
No.
No.
A lockbox is like a money box.
Yeah.
Like one you have in a business.
So we put our money in there. It's perfect.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm thinking of like one from like Red Dead or something.
Dude, we turned the lockbox into the fucking tiny chest, and then we use that tiny chest for our money. It's a brilliant idea for when we eventually never get that spell.
So I guess we should go and look and see if there's any more quests that people need us to do.
That's not a bad idea. We can do that while we wait.
Now we
Yeah,
can
we'll
go
just-
and we can write them down, and then we can tell everyone and decide.
We can also have a bit of a look around as well before we go back straight there. This place is different in more ways than I thought it'd be after having a proper look around. It might
Yeah,
be
it's kinda
best
cool.
It might be best to familiarize ourselves with the new surroundings, I guess.
I'm more interested in going back out into the wilds. It's prettier out there.
We'll get us to that soon, most likely. And yeah, we'll just sort of head out.
Okay.
I'm getting clothes made.
You are getting close, man.
I'm at the magic shop.
Yeah, you get to the magic shop. You meet with this Medusa-born lady. You get what you require for your components, and yeah.
Let's go. How did Medusa born work? Do they work the same as regular Medusa, where you're not supposed to look at their face?
No, they do not have the petrifying gaze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Names
mention
level
that
feet.
because of business.
I was just, yeah, because I was just curious.
I'm gonna be
That's like a 10th level ratio ability that they get.
I'm gonna be linking like the stuff I use down in the thing below, but this is another one by Nat19 Logan Lindell. I'm gonna be using a fuck ton of his stuff, so I'm just gonna place his drive-through RPG shop in the description on the YouTube VOD, so go check it out there. I'll remind myself one to be like, hey, this is a homebrew thing, check it out, but I might forget. So if I don't ever answer, just check the description box.
Yeah, and you said she has like long purple hair and like, did you say like purple in her eyes?
Yep, she's got long purple hair, she's got violet wings, she's got...
And she has wings.
Yeah, she's got wings that like wrap around like a cloak, violet eyes, and like these patches of like purplish violet scales that seem to like grow in like little patches on her neck and a little bit like a couple under her eyes, etc.
So yeah, she just like walks in and is immediately like, "Oh, you look so cool."
So do you. You look really cool.
Oh, she blushes at that. Thank you. Anyway, I'm here to get some, like, components for Fine Familiar.
Yeah, sure. Bought some for this guy with glasses just before. Like he gets back up to where she got it from, brings them back down. What exactly do you need? Do you need everything? Just the herbs, the candles?
Do you need all three, or is it just you pick which one you want to use? Oh,
You
how
need
does it work?
you need a bunch of all three.
You need
Oh,
a
yeah,
mixture equal
it-
to the total amount.
Okay, so yeah, so like...
It's just that like I know that
Your charcoal, like 5 herbs, and then...
I know that Darian said he's giving you some charcoal, so that's just basically saying that you've got the charcoal already. You don't really need to pay for the. Yeah.
Has Darian told me he's given me charcoal? I'm pretty sure.
That was at the end of last session. I mentioned
He did,
I'd split it between you and me.
Okay, so I already have some charcoal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just be like, I've already got some charcoal, I don't know how much this is worth.
She
So
like
just,
has
I guess,
like that
enough to
should
make up
be enough for 2 charges. So this will come to 16 gold. She like how many times do you want to cast?
Just the one for now.
Yeah, 8 gold.
I might need more later, but I don't have a lot of money.
She hands you.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
She hands you the stuff, and gives it to you. It's like that'll be 8 gold.
Okay, cool. And I need like a brazier thing to do this in as well.
Yeah, same thing was brought up. It's a weird component. People think you need this like high craft quality bronze construction thing that's so lunky to carry around. Why would you? But you just need something bowl to burn it. You need something bronze to burn it, and we can get bowls and stuff for that. We can sell for 5 gold.
Oh, okay, cool. Get one of those.
Hands you like a very. It's not like ceremonial, but it's a very well crafted bronze bowl made for spell component burning and stuff.
Okay, cool.
That'll
So
be
that's
13 gold.
13? Yep, alright, I'll give her 13.
Right?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
And she'll head out. And then she will, did we have a meeting time of...
Nope.
Because we...
Not that you know.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me check something. How long does it take to cast Fine Familiar?
An hour.
I think it's fine.
Or a minute if you don't bother with this spell. Or if you don't bother with the ritual.
Isn't it?
Jesus.
Isn't 10 minutes or a minute?
You know what?
Is it?
You know it's 10 minutes per minute. You know what? I
No,
forgot.
I look here. Find familiar casting time 1 hour.
Oh,
Isn't it
well
Oh.
then I'm correct.
It's 1 hour at base.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's an hour and 10
And then
minutes.
Doing it as a ritual costs extra.
I
Yeah.
forget that.
Just don't get your familiar killed when you have it around. Just ban.
That's why I always forget that.
Yeah, okay. I probably shouldn't disappear for an hour when we don't know what we're doing, so I will go rejoin the others. We'll try and find them. Hope they're still at Bob's.
Yep. So
Still getting clothes made.
you're getting clothes made, and the lot of you just walking around town.
Yeah.
Alright.
Insights.
As you're looking around town, you find, again, a lot of it's different, but there are some things that point your way out, though you can't get access to all of them. You learn of... I have to go through documents, so I'm just going to remember. You know that the Quarry of Veteran Guild is that big square in the middle. That's there. There's an entrance to the Golden Labyrinth to the
Yep.
to the northwest.
That's the same.
There's the Temple to the Five Heavens, which is that large triangle in the middle. All three buildings were like fused together. All four of those like buildings next to the center were fused into that big trapezoid. That's the Temple to the Five Heavens.
Yep.
And then there's the Golden Keep, which is that large sectioned off thing to the southwest that you don't have access to. But the rest is just a town. A variety of living locations, inns, taverns, places to eat for restauranting, and work.
Yeah. Actually, while we're because we got to they just did. What was her name? Nirim? Was her name Miriam? Angel lady.
Norin.
Nirin. Yeah. Did she say that the demon lord, was like back right now, or that he's trying to get back at the moment?
From the phrase of "you have to defeat the demon lord," you assume that he's back right now.
Shrug.
But she's never mentioned that he's currently active or not.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. Yeah, because I think while we're walking around town, I'd try and ask people around town and find the exact status on that. Like if people are talking about it, or if it's like a well-known thing.
Roll a persuasion check.
Just trying to think where is his presence at the moment?
Where is the moment?
Where is the big bad evil guy? Where is the final boss dungeon?
You take 25 damage.
Speaking his name.
Shit, I'm dead.
I don't know. As far as I know, that he's gone. There's a little bit of his soldiers coming back all over the place, but I don't know if he's back. I hope that he's not back. Is he back? Did someone tell you he's back? Do I have to start worrying?
No, I'm just glad that he is gone and not coming back.
Or deception check.
she trails off at the end. What's it? But his soldiers are around.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I hand my days off, talking around and people saying that I'm glad that the Demon King is gone.
Yep, just really glad. Yeah, nice to be living in peaceful times.
When did you become an NPC?
Thank you. Thank you.
Just...
I'm really glad the Demon King was vanquished.
All those many years ago.
By those brave
friend.
heroes.
Fair skies in the distance.
You remind me of those heroes right now. Are you on a quest?
I know you, and I don't care to know you.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
I hear Top's having a sale.
They,
Is it Saturday?
they
Yeah, so I'm just like, yep, cool, and I just like give him finger guns and just walk away slowly.
you just hear, "The Demon King is back!" He starts running in the street.
That's quick.
I duck in between the crowd like, oh shit.
2 sessions? Yeah, 2 sessions. 1.25 actually.
So what's everyone doing? Darren's probably going to be like an hour.
Yeah, it's getting clothes made. It'll take a while.
Hey, dude. Perfect time for casting 5
Yeah,
million.
it's like, oh, sweet, you're gonna be an hour. And then you're like,
Yeah, no, I figured he was going to be a while, so like the idea was just to sort of explore around, see what is same, what is different, kind of note some important stuff down, and then just kind of go back to the guild hall and just wait, I guess, because we don't really have anything particular we're doing. And it's not like we... Yeah, and it's not like we know how to distract ourselves in this world, so it's kind of like, I guess, we just head back.
alright, yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna say I'm going to the guild hall now, and I'll go there and go cast Find Familiar.
Funnily enough, we can't check social
Sure.
medias anymore, so I have a lot more free time.
I can't scroll through YouTube.
Yeah, I got a lot more free time now to waste, and it feels weird.
I have a lot less.
What do I
Sorry,
do?
hang on. No, I have a lot more free time. No, you're right. I have like way too much free time.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, when I think, like, there's not even like school, education, like study, shit like that. Nothing. Like,
That's what I'm saying. You have no routine. You can do whatever you want. If you want to spend the day, you know, just wandering around town, that's up to you.
usually I practice my music by now.
Then,
I don't have enough money for an instrument.
okay, we'll put it on the to-do list.
Music, got it.
When we get back to the tavern, I'll
Anyway,
probably
see ya.
Wow, characterization.
You go ahead and you start go to a section of the like the eating area, and you set the bowl on the table. Then you realize, let's not put that burning bowl on the table. Let's put it on the ground.
On a wooden table.
You start preparing the spell to get to get casting.
I've forgotten your fucking manners. You ask permissions before you burn fires. Jesus.
You were gonna say something, Tez?
Nah, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, is everyone else just waiting like an hour now?
Yeah, like I have technically nothing I can do, and I don't have anything on my mind that I need to go get. So I think I'm at a point where I'm kind of satisfied for now. I can't really cast a spell. I could constantly do Druidcraft.
Go look for new quests.
I mean, if we're at the guild hall, we should be deciding together. Even if some asshole's going to get a hat.
Okay.
I'm gonna play my pan flute.
Play your pan flute. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good pan, but I fucking feel jealous. Natural talent, I swear. I could spend years building up my talent, and this bitch comes in with that 20.
So, after an hour, as the spells finish and Darian, Haito leaves the store with, are you wearing your new clothes, or?
Of course, you dress to impress it.
You wear your...
What's the point of buying them otherwise?
Yeah, it's
Really
fancy.
impressing.
Yeah, because it's fancy clothing. I'm not sure if he's the type of guy who buys fancy clothes and only uses it for fancy occasions, or if he's the type of guy who wears his fancy clothes right at the gate.
Yeah,
Now I know.
That's why at 4th level I'm taking mending as a cantrip for all these reasons.
Mending.
You could just, if you're a wizard, you could just talk about your cantrip daily.
No.
As you do, blue spirit flames appear above the bowl, and then next to it, the spirit haze that was on the card appears, and this time you see Atsushi reappear, this time in a more feline, striped tiger form, one that more benefits your god that you worship.
What a great reference.
Wait, is it was I making a conscious decision to make it more tiger-like, or is this just kind of did it just happen as I was doing this?
It depends on how you want to run it. If you want to think that you have the idea of he should be a tiger, or if you feel like this is out of your control a little bit, then it was out of your control a little
Once
bit.
I had the name, I'd be like, and I'm doing the spell, circumstances, you can like change the appearance. Like it can be like a bat or an owl or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a snake. And I'm like, so I guess like if I'm doing it being like
Oh,
owls,
snake.
if you could make it a tiger, that'd be cool as well. Like
Please,
I
thanks.
don't know.
Okay, bye.
I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm doing it and being like, and if like that'd be neat. If this could get incorporated in, and then it happens, and I'm like, yay!
Yeah, it's named after your favorite character from Bongo Feral Cats. Like, you have to.
Dude, I think I watched that one once.
And then I just give them a big hug, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you got hurt.
I was a proud death.
Oh.
I protected my master.
Just think about how immediately.
Can we hear that?
It's in her head.
Okay, good. Just checking.
Also, you're not here.
I just wanted to think, like, if that's the thing that you can hear, like, constantly, be like, well, protected, I guess. Here's a word.
Just like thinking, just like it was thinking about the memory where I'm like, you bastards, and then immediately go, like, yeah, yep.
Protected.
I did my job. These stripes look glorious. Like, they're not black. He's a white tiger, but he's got these like very dark blue stripes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, I imagine pretty much quite like what I have.
Yep, but a bit darker.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. So I'm glad you like them.
What are we doing? Sort of just sitting here.
Yeah, well, have the others come back since?
Yeah, you all watch Hayato walk in with. How are you fancily dressed, Hayato?
Yeah, this is what I need to know.
He's wearing nice, very well tailored black slacks, almost.
Oh, no.
He's got a
Please
white.
don't say fedora.
No, he has a white shirt with a white button-up shirt with a black tie.
Yep.
And he has a tailed black coat.
Yeah.
That he has buttoned up at the moment. It's double-breasted, as it almost looks like almost like a suit, but also a bit like a cloak. It's very much like something you would see someone wear to it, like a black tie outfit.
You're literally wearing a suit.
Yeah.
The real question.
And as he walks in the door, he stops in the doorway and does like the one finger push up of the glasses to make it glint in the light.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the one
You
question
really
is,
You first.
glove or no glove?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, he's wearing one glove.
Okay, good.
You are literally describing the exact look of an outfit of an Izakaya I was watching, like, last month. I cannot believe it.
He's wearing a glove on his right hand. Only.
I was just imagining Joker.
No, I was imagining a little business suit, like a Japanese man business suit, just... Christ.
I don't think Japanese businessmen wear double-breasted, tailed coats.
No, not at all, but like, I was initially imagining that, and I was just like, interesting.
As you step in, you position yourself in the light so you can glint your glasses, and you find your compatriots at a table in the eating area.
I just look at him and I'm like, really?
May like
We're
instantly.
in a medieval fantasy world, and you picked an ordinary fancy suit, like just a pale coat and a dress shirt.
I just look at her. I'm like, just because you have to pretend to be a cat doesn't mean I have to pretend to be anything other than what I am.
May's
Employed?
response when she sees him is to clap her hands and be like, Haidokun looks so handsome!
You are correct.
That doesn't change her expression though, she's just happy.
What is she?
She doesn't even flinch.
I feel like that's like kind of look where it's just like sitting down, like somewhere, like sort of, like head in, like kind of at the top of my head, just like, really?
That's not what you're supposed to say to that.
Why?
No, not you. You're fine.
Have you picked any quests for us to go to yet?
No, I was mainly waiting for you, but I feel like I probably should have anyway now.
Well, we might as well go see if there's anything different or if the prior quests are still there. I believe our second guess for what we're going to do involved the exploration of the labyrinth, unless people had other ideas.
Well, let's see what's there.
Exactly. Make our way back to the Adventurers Guild then, I guess.
As you
That's an eye rolling.
move to like the guild area, like the actual like look at the board, you go to the metal tier board.
So,
Go on.
I'll just pick up Atsushi and be like, look, he's back.
I look at
But,
the
like,
tiger.
now
He does
now
the-
like a bit of a wolf.
He does the thing where the cats like look playfully like stupid at you guys. Like he like there's a blur face as he's picked up.
I just look at it, and I just like, I prefer dogs. I just keep walking.
I try not to look directly at him, but he's definitely too cute. I'm just like, oh, don't look.
No,
I've been
but
given him
when Haito looks away and I look to the other two like, what? No, I'm not crazy, right? He is really cute.
He is adorable.
I'm like,
He is the most adorable.
he is.
The people
Yes.
of this town shall be under
Oh,
my
I-
thrall by the weekend.
Oh.
We under.
Yeah,
As high
Wait,
as
wait, did he say just these two or this town?
the town.
Down.
I was like, oh yes they will. Oh yes they will.
Mm.
as Haito is like step
They shall
past,
kneel
and
to you.
no one can see like the front of him. He's like got his hands in front of him, almost like arms crossed, but one hand is like moving in a stroking motion, and there's an invisible mage hand stroking the cat under the chin.
The cat, does the tiger physically react to the mage hand?
He
Like,
purrs.
I
He's
can't-
purring,
like,
but you're
like-
also petting him, so he's like you don't.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are all petting him.
Yeah.
Is Mage Hand visible? Or is it just
My mage hand is invisible.
lucky bugger?
It's a good feat.
Oh, I
This is
also
good feat.
I also have a name for him.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What'd you pick?
It's
Is it something glorious like Gragnok or Maroil, the ever fearful?
I was
I'm
thinking
just
more-
assuming we're hearing growls.
Yeah, you're hearing like growls. Yeah,
I was thinking about Atsushi.
that is a fabulous name.
Yay! I'm glad you like it.
Sounds familiar.
As
I'll elaborate.
as Hayato moves to the middle tier quests, you see that there hasn't been any updates. You've only gone for 2 days, so was it? It was 4 days. Yeah, you've only been gone for 4 days. There hasn't been any more additions to the thing, but the bear quest has been taken off, and the only one left is the exploration of the labyrinth.
Well, that leaves us with a total of one choice.
Well, I guess.
Oh,
that
I
makes
love
things
these
easier.
choices. Well, I guess that means we're going dungeon diving.
Well, that is why I bought rations. Did you not?
No, because I did not know if we'd be going far or short, so I decided to wait until we knew what we were doing.
I have 5 on me.
I got 11.
The labyrinth is in the town. We can just go get rations before going if we're low.
I have
Just to be
16
well prepared.
rations.
I mean, what's the quest for it? Like how far like deep does it expect us to go?
If you don't know, it just says explore. You have to go take it to Parga to get any more information. It just says exploration, Golden Labyrinth, floor 1, 30 GP per person plus loot.
Well,
Well,
I have
it's
any
it's only one floor.
if I have any memory of how this thing roughly works, it's well, at least in the game it was randomly generated, but you didn't have to go too far to complete the quest.
but also in the
you-
game, we did not get tired.
No, but you still ran out of resources.
Either
I'm sure
way,
we'll be
If
okay.
it's just in the town, surely we can go down and stay as long as we can, and then if we run out of rations, we can just come back up.
well, between Mayu's 11 and my 16 rations, we have 27. And how many did you say you had? 5?
Yeah.
That puts up to 32. Any from you, Kader?
Got 4 because I haven't bought any yet.
That's 36. I'm sure 36 rations will be enough. That's 9 days down there for us with no problems. I'm sure we will not need 9 whole days.
I would imagine not, unless the rooms are much bigger than what we anticipate.
We will find out.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
sure it'll be fine.
I'll grab the quest.
Mhm.
Hand it over.
So you hand it over to Park. He's like, for a
Yeah.
second quest. Well, this one is a bit of a tricky one. So our previous adventuring group was headed by the young Lord Rupert Felon, and they were outclassed by a group of enemies down on the first floor labyrinth. The party's recovering, but the young Lord has dropped a very important golden brooch. It's got nothing magical in it, but it's sentimental to the young Lord and his family, so he would like it recovered. He's currently unfit to travel by himself. So, that's what you'll be looking for down there.
What was the Lord's name again?
Rupert Felon.
Does that name ring a bell?
Jimmy down.
Roll a history check.
May as well.
Actually, I'd like the wrong one as well.
Yeah.
17!
No.
I'm getting my low rolls out early.
I'm getting my high rolls out early.
There was Felon Farm in the game.
Just a place?
It was just you just remember as like one
it's
of
just
one
like,
of
yeah.
one of the quest lines took you to Felon Farm, or you helped
Named
the
after
farmer there.
around us.
Yeah. Okay. And you said the Lord wished us to go recover it. Would he be accompanying us?
He's
I
injured
believe they
still.
just said that he is a bit too wounded to do
Oh no,
so.
I did not hear that, sorry.
Yeah, that's why we're recovering it.
Yeah.
On his.
Well, I didn't know if it was a thing like where he was wounded and he'd still come with us, or if it was like a he's wounded and not
No.
coming and just going to tell us.
Yeah,
Right, yeah,
he's
so, yeah,
wounded.
they did say he just couldn't do it alone.
Yeah, because it is something that was special to him.
He's injured. He cannot.
Okay, cool.
He's bedridden.
Okay. Well, doesn't seem too difficult.
Rather straightforward. I believe we can get this handled without much problem. I expect this to be explore the entire floor. Just finding a brooch, we just have to keep an eye out.
Was there a particular design to the brooch, or would we have to speak to the Lord himself?
From what I can gather, it is just a simple golden brooch with a with the symbol of his family on it, and a very important item within it. He didn't tell if it was a image or like a small object or something, but he has asked for it to not be opened.
Terrible.
Right, do you know what his family insignia looks like?
She just draws
Did he
like.
specify that?
She like pulls out a file and just like draws on it, and it's a symbol of an apple with a an F in the middle.
That makes sense.
Okay. Okay, cool. That should be enough to go on. Seems quite distinctive.
Did he happen to mention what they were fighting when he lost the item?
I believe he was fighting a group of goblins and then accidentally triggered the floor boss.
Oh.
Well, that's... Well, I guess that's what we're dealing with, but hey, we've had worse hands. Well,
Well, I
I
just kinda
looked
looked
directly
at-
between you both.
Do you remember what the floor boss is supposed to be?
The first floor boss is a minotaur.
Oh, you know that, okay. I was talking to Katie when I said that. And then I just like faced back to Peg and like, oh, okay.
I was about to ask for a history check.
Well, I believe I'm ready for this, sir. I think we'll be accepting that quest.
Oh, good. She starts she places her mark on it and places your guild, your group's mark on it, which is non-distinct at the moment. It's just a symbol that was given to you.
We get to draw that? Hell yeah.
You
There'll be a
guys
stamp
can
of Hito's face.
you guys can make it up later, but for now it's just a random symbol that's given to you.
That's sick.
And it's registered under your names. Remember, if this isn't completed within a certain period of time, luckily I don't think this one is. I think this is until he can walk, which is probably a couple weeks away. This quest is yours until then. Otherwise it is null and void. It will not be paid.
That's good. It means we can go in, fight until we're out of resources, potentially leave, sell, restock, and go back in.
And we have 9 days for right now, which is most of the timer anyway.
That's all of our rations.
I have a feeling we'll make enough money from all the goblins we'll be killing down there to buy back any rations we use.
And I
Oh,
have
sorry.
Healing.
I am all money for
Respawning.
rations now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just respawning.
Respawning?
I just wait like don't ask questions.
I just shake my head like as
I do
like
the same
stealth.
thing as I too. Like, oh, that's my don't worry about it.
nonchalantly just shake my head like as stealthily as possible.
Ah, a new group, huh? Heading into the labyrinth, huh? You see a probably 7 foot tall, very large tiefling woman, well endowed, white wild hair, bright red skin, black curved horns that protrude from the forehead and go up like a bull, and one's is cut off. A purple eye, another one closed with a scarring gash across it vertically. Very muscled, huge assets, and is missing an arm on her right side and is replaced like the arm above the elbow with like a golden little cap.
Okay, yeah, so it's like just the stump with like a
Yeah.
covering. Like, yeah, she doesn't have a
She's wearing a shirt that's like just covering the boobs but leaving the midriff accessible because of course you need to. And very like baggy pants. And it's like, hi, I'm the guild master. I'm Kana Blazenheart. Thanks for picking the guild. Just I make a matter of making sure everyone who goes into the labyrinth knows what's going on. And you seem like you've got some information about the place, so just want to make sure that all my adventurers are safe and happy.
Well, as they say, knowledge is power.
Hi, my name's Mayu, and you're really pretty.
So are you. You're very pretty.
Thank you.
She like ruffles your head with her good arm.
She giggles.
I am Haito Karosuri. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for welcoming us into the guild. Didn't expect to meet the guild master themselves for at least a few days.
She shakes your hand if you produce it.
Yeah, of course. It's a respectful like shake and slight bow.
Definitely at first a bow. Like,
She seems to copy what everyone else does. Like if you want to shake your hand, she shakes her hand. If you like being Maya, she ruffles your head. If you bow, she bows back.
What if you want a bro hug?
If you want a bro hug, she does her best, and she's stronger than you, even with one arm.
he will squeeze you.
She'll pick you up, choke slam you to the ground.
God, I wish that would
She's also way taller than me, so I just going right into her like stomach.
He's 3 feet taller than me.
Wait, only 3 feet?
Yeah, I'm a 4 foot tall. I made myself taller.
Yeah, she's 7.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was gonna say she's like, well, 1.5, 2 feet taller than me.
Yeah.
Depends if
That's
she's exactly 7 foot or like over 7 foot.
She's a little bit over 7, like 7'2".
Okay, so she's just under 2 feet taller than me.
Well, if there's anything pertinent you could inform us
I'm
about
just-
the
I'm
labyrinth,
just
I would
staring
not.
in awe.
I would not be amiss.
Well, just in general, be careful. Adventurers always think they can take on the labyrinth. It is like the first floors are relatively clean. They've been explored. There have been setups, lights, and such, so they're not as unexplored as before. We've got some decent knowledge on what creatures can be there, but you should always be careful. Even a very well prepared person can get confused, lost, and ambushed by certain creatures if you're not careful. Never underestimate your opponents. They might be strong enough to deal some massive damage to you. careful of the floor boss. Only really engage with it when you think you can beat him. Other than that, help out anyone else that's down there if they need help. Just a general of camaraderie between adventurers who go down there.
Thank you.
It's good to know there's some basic rules.
She's like, let me just quickly get...
If we join a party, we have to roll for loot.
Now agree to
No.
everything.
No, you horrible man!
No, if you're horrible, you need everything.
And
You
down in
don't need cleric stuff.
the mine, there are beasts, some goblinoids, an ooze or two. Some of the more tougher creatures are lycanthropes and the boss himself. A few monstrosities lay about as well. In general, just keep an eye on your six and make sure that you rest in areas where they can't get you or there's someone on watch.
I just nod along like, yes, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
It's
that
okay,
sounds
we
like
have
the same
somebody-
thing.
We have somebody who barely sleeps.
Scary monsters, be careful.
She looks at Maya's like, you need to get your rest. I know you're an elf and like you don't really need sleep, but make sure you get some rest.
I have a little like. I just shut my eyes for a couple of hours.
Okay. She like rubs your head again.
I close one eye, and then I close the other eye, and I open the first one back up just in
And then like
case.
3 hours have passed.
Every
Well.
time she gives like a head pat to May inches a little bit closer, like she wants head pats as well. But like,
God.
but, like isn't saying it.
You poor touchdown child.
She
Like, just like, just like, oh, I want that. But,
she notices, like she turns like, oh, and starts patting her head as well.
To Maya, it's like it's so natural. Like any reaction with anyone, it's just like it's
not-
like she's known them for like 5 years.
That's
Show
not
no
purring.
feeling or emotion.
At the purring furry, I leave.
I don't, and she's like, I'm like, oh, I didn't. Like, she's like startled by her own purring. Like, oh, and then gets embarrassed.
This
Like,
is too much
I,
ERP to me.
I didn't know I could do that. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Wrong server.
She just laughs.
Guess
Well, I'm not gonna stop you all. I've got a beer with my name on. She walks over to the eatery place.
Does it actually have her name on it?
No, but there's a large mug that seems to be very different to everyone else's mugs.
That's basically her name on it.
I'd say it's like her name scratched into the bottom of it or something.
You send me her name as well. Wait.
Her name
This is where
is
stupid levels of wasteful magic. It actually has a permanent control water casted on it, or shape water, so that way the foam on top of the drink is always spelling her name.
I've spelled that correctly. Amazing.
and she's a tiefling.
Just like
Sounds like a character I'd create.
a regular tiefling? Like, not a crystal tiefling, like,
Yeah, just a regular tiefling.
Regular red skin.
I made that character. I made the character description. I went to Mark. I was like, "Is this peak character design?" He looked at me. He's like, "Well," he showed me like a bunch of other characters and like stuff. I'm like, "So yeah." So what you had to say was yes. That's peak character because you look.
Literally sounds like a barbarian I would make.
You
I'm
stand.
not even
You
joking.
stand a big woman who can kick your ass.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. That's just everyone, right? Right?
It's like a happy, jovial, kind of good-natured big woman that can kick your ass.
Yeah.
The best kind. Like
In a nice
Chroma.
way, though.
Except this chick sounds like she's actually got brains.
And we'll kick your ass.
What is that great line from Brandley Mulligan? It's like, I want you to take me into the coat room and fold me like cheap laundry.
Hell yeah,
You don't
dude.
have to- it's like, you don't have to respect me. In fact, I'd prefer it if you did.
Yeah.
If you spit on me.
Yes, just spit on me and call me scum.
With that,
That's all.
are you all gonna head to the labyrinth then? Any previous stops beforehand?
I'm just ready to go.
Monstrosities looking for. Like, should we have something silver?
Can you afford something silver?
No, but
Same.
How much does something silver cost?
even just like a small lot or something.
I think. Let me have a look
Yeah,
at
like a-
silver ring.
Yeah, like something.
I think it's 100 gold. I just need to double check.
Yeah, way too far out of the price.
We would have had to compile most of our money together to get one silver item.
So a single weapon or 10 pieces of ammo is 10. It's 100 gold. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we
About
have
one piece of that.
we have, and I point to Kata, magic knives, magic as I point to myself, magic as I point
also-
to you, and
I also-
magic as I point to Mayu.
When you said the first magic, I just put up my hand.
Exactly.
I know, but still, like, having.
We will have a way to handle lycanthropes. I doubt we'll be encountering full-blown werewolves on the first floor. They're probably something basic like were-rats, or even potentially, if we're very unlucky, jackal wares or something like that, which would be rather unfortunate. But I doubt we'll be encountering like a were-bear or a werewolf.
Fuck.
I think if there's anything lycanthrope, we probably should stay away from it anyway.
Change it
Right,
on
I'll
the
get busy.
character sheet.
Exactly. That's what I'm worried about.
You'll be
It's just
fine.
simple. Just don't get hit.
Oh, there's two clerics here.
I turn back towards May, like slight turn to look, and then look back to you. I don't say anything to me. I just do a slight nod.
Who knows? Maybe you can make friends with them. So look at Mayu.
I can always try.
They might like head scratches.
That's probably not the best idea.
Okay. As you all make your way towards the labyrinth, I think we'll take the break before we head in there.
Okay.
Break time, everybody.
I'm alright.
Yeah. Just for future reference, shopping stuff will be short. I just want to do the first one to introduce some of the characters that are at the places. And if they wanted to have scenes with these NPCs, at least they know their names and stuff later, which I should probably copy into
Yeah.
chat for you guys then.
I've been trying to compile the NPC names and basic descriptions of who they are.
I have a town/city info docker where I've just been writing down the different shops and who runs them and what they are.
I've got
I wonder
I've got some basic stuff on the two shops we went to.
I wonder who runs Top's procurement agency.
That's why I didn't bother.
Probably Dave. Probably our man Dave.
I don't even have a Dave's yet.
No one even bothered going to Constella Forge.
I don't think any of us needed anything like that.
That we could afford.
Here the thing is that I don't think I need weapons anymore.
Get them anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
you do
but
if
I
you-
have these weapons.
Unless you want them to be silver.
The
I
magic.
don't think she.
I don't know if they'd like that. Also, I have to think about what they want.
No, I meant if you also want silver weapons.
Oh yeah, of course, but I don't think I should.
I'm not suggesting you modify your magic sentient weapons.
I don't know. I feel like if I don't use the magic sentient weapons, they might get annoyed at me, or lonely, or both. Technically, one will get annoyed and one will get lonely.
Yeah, they can learn to share.
If you silvered Luna, then she'd have a nice cocoon to hide in.
I'll be right back.
She might need
I'm
it.
gonna get Wawa.
And it's still on brand.
It is on brand. Do you think Luna at one point can cast Moonbeam?
You'll find out, won't you?
No, you could dip Luna and coat Luna in silver, and then you can dip Soul in gold.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty neat.
But he is a Solar Forge dagger, so I think he's fine as he is.
God, I was trying to pick what my multi-class will be.
Yeah.
Part of me was considering doing the broken abjuration strat of going abjuration wizard with the turning mage armor into a cantrip,
Yep.
but I decided against it. Though it would be pretty overpowered with my staff.
Anyway, it makes sense. You know, you wanted to get everything done.
You can max out my armor and then have one of you just shoot me with a spell, then half the damage and absorb it into the staff.
Hmm.
And then boom, I have a charge.
Yeah, hold on, let me find what spell to shoot you with.
Preferably one that does 1d6 damage.
Your Fairy Fire?
That does not do 1d6 damage.
That's all I've got.
Well, we have May and Mayu. I'm sure one of them has a spell that can hurt me.
It does 1d6?
I have one that does d6 damage.
I don't
Single
have damage
d6 or
spells.
4d6?
The only problem is it does 4d6 instead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was like, yeah, single or 4?
Listen, it can do a d8 because I can half it.
I can cast
Can your
guidance.
staff absorb radiant damage?
No,
Ooh.
I actually don't know. It just says when I take non-physical.
just-
Actually, yeah, it just says
just any
non-physical
damage or,
damage.
Okay, it's not like elemental damage
No,
where
so I can totally absorb radiant or necrotic. Oh my god, I can have someone cast inflict.
Oh my
wounds on
god,
me.
no!
With necrotic in the staff.
Can I have that in a curse?
No,
Oh.
I'm feeling the staff will be getting better over time, and it would be more charges and more damage.
I am afraid of what these weapons might become.
I'm looking. I just want to do the bullshit of having the max orbs, and then casting magic missile, and just dumping
Pew, pew, pew,
all of the
pew.
orbs into one of the missiles into a single dude.
Fuck you
So
in
it's like-
particular.
1d4 plus 4d6 plus 1 damage.
Dude, I love stacking shit, it's fun. Also, fuck that guy in particular.
But I still can't roll.
It is Darian rolling.
It's only 12 damage off a max staff and a single magic missile.
Put that 1 and 2, let's go. This is why you shouldn't roll
I
for
am
stats.
so tired.
This is why I
Mhm.
don't roll stats.
Bizadar.
Yeah, I've just started working again. My body's not used to it.
I imagine not. It took me a while to get used to, like, actually working again.
Yeah.
Looking at the advanced classes, I'd probably go into Pedal Knight or something.
I was looking at my stat line and what
I'm back.
classes I could go into, and my answer was nothing non-magical.
You sure you don't want to go into, Blood Mage?
You know, I have a 13 con, so it's an option.
You got con, I got a 10 con.
It's okay, I have a 10 dex.
I've got an 18 dex.
I have an 8 strength.
Yo, same, high five?
No.
No high five?
Yo, ready for this?
Damn it. Oh, Christ.
As you all enter this cave, it seems to be like a house has been like built externally in front of like a cave entrance, and as you enter there, you just see a group of adventurers like you going to certain areas. They seem to see there is a small little teleporter pad that they raise like their the little guild tags that you've got. Those are very much different. They seem to be like different medals, and you're not higher rank than you. And they like approach it on top of the platform, say a number, and they disappear inside.
What number did they say?
They were like 4. Like some were 4, some were like 10.
Are we talking like 5 or like 20? Or like
There are some numbers that are like someone's saying like 20, but like a majority of them are going into like at least in the bracket of 1 to 20. As you
do we do that and just say 1, or is there like a front door? That we
there seems to be a staircase descending.
Okay.
It's like Stardew Valley. You can only take the elevator when you reach the floors.
I guess we should head in then.
Okay.
No choice but to start at floor 1.
I have a feeling doing anything other than floor 1 would get us a solid and rather defined end to this adventure of ours.
Always gotta start from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
yeah, we have no reason to try and race to the bottom.
Plus, we only need to be on the beginning floors anyway, most likely.
I just look at Min-Max when you say
and-
that. No need to
Well-
rush past the. No need to rush past the floors.
I'm not gonna put people's lives in danger for something that isn't gonna help me. Nor will I even want to do it.
So you'll put people's lives in danger for something that will help you. No,
Nor do I even want to do it.
I start heading down towards the stairs.
I follow.
Same.
Ditto.
Okay. You start walking down as at the start it seems to have all this brickwork in it as you start moving down the stairs, but eventually it turns into this dark stone, and as you come down it becomes very uneven, very rocky. It's not smooth anymore, and eventually you will find yourself. I'll unlock tokens. I should one day keep them on, but you guys get antsy about it. As you enter the labyrinth.
Alright. Yo, white flooring. I got marble floors.
Marble floors, damn it.
No, they're
How
light.
fancy!
It's light spells. It's the same dark stone.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of light spells.
It is. This is the
Yeah.
first floor of the dungeon that's been explored.
I think we'll find clean here.
Which way should we go?
Honestly, just pick a direction. You really can't guess.
I guess either left or right, and then just follow the wall essentially until we do a lap of the whole thing.
Shall I flip a coin?
If you say wish.
I'd say good adventurers go left.
Left it is then. Lead the way, people who aren't me.
I guess I will probably take a bit of a lead.
To the left.
Is that
Just,
right?
Yeah, I want to just sort of move to, like, following the walls mostly, trying to peer corners. I'm probably not going to start being stealth, but, like, if I end up hearing anything, I might slow down.
Mhm.
But just,
I'm
like,
just
sort of,
gonna
like,
listen out.
I'm like yeah, like trying to look for danger, but also like looking at the floor to like see if I can find it, like looking for the thing.
1 second, I'm just trying to. Cool. Alright.
1, 4, 5.
oh wow, we
4,
found it.
5. Notation doesn't matter.
Wait, he said wait no, he said he lost it in the boss. Was it in the boss room or just the boss came up upon them?
He triggered the boss.
Yeah.
He triggered, yeah.
Okay, is that triggered by entering a room or like is there
We
like a
don't know.
bunch of pressure like yeah, I was kinda like to Katie, like how does that work in the game like normally? Just so we have something to go off.
Boss door? I'm gonna guess.
Yeah. Is it, yeah.
You know that there's just it's like a. It's not a fog of war of like in Dark Souls. It's
Just a
very
big door.
it's not even that. It's visible. It's out in the open. Depends on the dungeon. In rooms in floors of the labyrinth that are more like structurized and have a theme of like building or a castle or something. There are those like large doors that prevent it. But in stuff like caves, it's out in the open. And that's an area, that's a proximity thing, like getting too close to a certain threshold will trigger the fight, in terms of the game.
Okay, so
Well,
there's
in
like a
case-
radius barrier that like once you cross that he like spawns in,
Yeah.
more or less.
Well, in caves like
More
this,
that he activates, than less than he spawns in. He's probably there already.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
well, in caves like this, it's best to keep our eyes out for any big open space, or probably the boss themselves standing in the room. best to be safe in where we're going. Keep your eyes out and keep looking forward, as well as looking for what we need to look for. And I think there been like any sort of sound besides us just in here, like of other people or just like other things.
Let me have a look at passives.
Yeah, I got a 15 for me. I don't know if I'm the highest or not.
You are, but so is everyone else.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, there I was thinking.
Everyone's got 15.
everyone but my.
Everyone's 15.
Yeah, everyone's got good wisdom.
You can hear things moving around. You're not alone.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping an active eye behind us, because that person said, watch our own backs. So
Yeah.
the others look forward. I'm making sure nothing comes up behind us.
Yep. I guess sticking with just going left, I'm probably gonna keep moving forward. I think at this point I'll probably like take a little bit of a stealthy approach,
Go ahead.
just to try to keep. Actually, there's no point. There's too many lights. I'm just gonna keep moving, just a bit slower, a bit more active, basically taking dodge actions, as I just move along the wall, basically, just to kind of like peer across, see what I can find.
As you head up to the north, you see another path leading northwards, similar to the one that you came from. Roll me a history check. Anyone who wants to. I should make a
Game stat.
like a game proficiency.
If
sort of
that
deal.
does become a thing, I'm changing my history proficiency to that.
But it's essentially just a history check based on the game.
Yeah.
So anyone who wants to make it can.
Oh.
Yep, getting rid of all my high rolls now.
Still more low. Something above 10 finally.
Mayu, you didn't really. You haven't gone to the part of raiding yet. The Labyrinth is like the preamble.
Fishing.
The preamble of raiding. You're very much into the sub skill trees, like cooking and baking and fishing and herbalism and all that. So it's not
I
really.
unlocked advanced classes recently.
It's not been your focus. May, you're very much in the same boat where you didn't really focus on raid. You're very much into the single player story at the moment. And when you get to a raid that you need to do, that's when you'll be like,
Very socialist.
fine. I'll LFG.
I need one tank, please.
But Kaede and Haito, you've played a lot. You've done a lot of raids, either for item grouping or just to learn mechanics and get as much knowledge as you can. You know that the labyrinth floors have a way to transport you between the different regions of the world, ending up in different labyrinths. So if you're not careful, if you go down the wrong path, you may not end up in the Golden Labyrinth anymore, but you may head yourself into the Crimson or the Azure, and be in a different area with different threats. So paths like these, unless you're feeling adventurous and frisky, should be avoided into going.
I feel like I sort of like move a little bit more into the sense of look up and see that, and I immediately go, yep, no. Best not to go in that direction, and I'm going to start moving downwards. Those directions probably would lead to, can transport you to entirely different dungeons, entirely different parts of the world. Would not recommend doing it unless you really want to get lost. Yeah, just gonna probably just keep sticking to the wall for now until we kind of double back, I guess.
Okay.
Trying to keep a mental idea of like the rough layout of where we're going.
Yep. As you enter this room, a sloped pit lined with iron spikes lies into the northeast corner of the room, and a stack of barrels filled with sand stands against the north wall.
Spikes, you said,
To the northeast.
Yeah.
They're not interfering in a way, you just notice like that they're there.
Okay. Okay. Someone must have just left sand or something?
Are they in the middle of setting up a trap?
That's what I'm wondering. Hold on, don't move just yet. There's spikes as well to the northeast.
Spikes and sand.
Yeah. At this point, could I make like some kind of perception check just to see if like any sounds are louder, even if they're not the script?
I'm gonna do the
Go ahead.
same if I can.
I'm keeping an eye behind us.
There's my low roll.
As you're looking behind you, you don't really hear. You hear like the general use of the mine itself, but nothing really of the floor itself, but nothing's piquing your interest super much. Kaede, you're very much in the focus on these traps, and like
Yeah.
you're trying to perceive things around you, but you're very much like, okay, but what are they doing? What are they for?
Yeah. Like why? If there's spikes on the ground, why are they there invisible?
You don't hear any like noise or anything from this room, but if you keep heading east, there is a little bit of movement there. Same with me. You can hear the movement to the east.
And I don't know if it's too late. Can Atsushi do a perception check?
Yes.
Yeah, like using his like hearing and smell.
Yeah.
Cool. How do I do that for him? Yeah.
It's on his sheet. There's a perception
Yeah.
skill. There are creatures to the north, Lady May.
Oh.
No, to the east.
Okay, I'll relay that to the party. I assume he doesn't know what kind, just that
Yeah.
there are. Otherwise,
Yeah.
They smell dirty.
except kind.
Yeah.
They smell like bad guys.
At this point, then I'd probably lower my stance and try to be a bit more stealthy. And this is probably where I roll very badly.
Well, I have disadvantage on this.
Let me just have a quick look ahead.
Just by yourself?
I won't be too far, just a little bit more forward, just so I can have a look.
Be careful.
That's sleight of hand, fuck. Added 2 to that. That's a 11.
Alright.
Not good.
Then, can I ask Atsushi to go with?
If you want him to.
Like, yep.
I'm just gonna move into the room and just stand at the bottom here. He said
Yeah,
east,
fine.
north. I was thinking. I remember they said slimes and things are oozes, so it's
Use
like a little
the-
sand.
Use the other Atsushi sheet.
Which one? Oh, the one that's.
The one that just says Atsushi, because that's the tiger form.
Oh, okay. There's nothing on it. It just says unidentified creature and it's blank. Oh wait, there it is.
Nice!
Got it.
Is there a difference to the stealth, or is it the same?
The stealth
No.
bonus is the same.
It's a tiger set that I've reduced down to a wolf proficiency.
Okay, yes, it's just like
Yep.
the different abilities.
Yep.
Like attacks.
Yeah. As you start.
And I ask that she to like if anything happens to relay it to me telepathically.
As you start walking in, you see like a stream of like this blackish liquid is making its way across a very thin channel in the floor, not very wide either. And then there's a fountain of water that sits against the north wall. Whoops, close the thing. And in front of that well is a giant rat just like drinking.
Oh.
It's aroused.
The
Drinking
black.
water?
Yeah, it's drinking the water.
What position would I see the rat? Like more north or more south? I actually can't see
North,
it.
to the north.
The black liquid.
Hmm.
Does it look like oil, or is it something more viscous like an ooze?
It seems to have the gleam that oil would have.
I am going to, from a keep a bit of a distance, but not too much, because I have to be a bit closer. I'm going to take out my item card of my basic rapier that I get, and I'm gonna just touch the tip of it into the black liquid and see if anything happens.
That's in the middle of the room.
On the middle of the room? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, never mind, then I won't do that. I thought it was like in the middle of the path. In that case, I will turn back, put a finger of like just one. You said it was like a small sized creature or a medium sized creature?
The rat
The rat.
is a medium-sized creature.
I'll basically put my hand like up to the height of roughly where it is.
Mhm.
And I'll just like make little actually, I won't do anything else. I've already just do that. Take a quick more of a look forward, and then I'm gonna try to move back if it hasn't noticed me.
Yeah. As you slink in, you see this room, and you slink back, and the rat just seems preoccupied with this fountain.
I'll just move back. So far only one creature, abnormal sized rat. There is some kind of black liquid in the middle of the room. I recommend trying to stay away from it until we have a rough idea what it is. I can't tell from a distance.
A normal sized rat, just a rat.
No, like
No.
remember the height I showed?
Oh,
He's big.
Very big.
that's a big boy.
Were there any other pathways in there, or was it a dead end?
It looked to be one going south, but from the rough angle I didn't know if it kept going north. It could potentially, but I don't think it does.
It's
It
a
looks like it would-
single rat. I'm sure we can deal with it.
Of course, but
But the Hannah said to be careful of ambushes.
Exactly.
I
Who
see it
knows
more
if there's
so-
anything else in there.
I see it more so even if it is just one, we all go together. That way we can take care of it quickly, rather than me trying to get rid of it, not doing enough, and then it turning on to me.
How about
Oh,
this?
yeah, no,
I'll
I-
stand in the doorway, you rush in and attack it, and then if something comes up behind you, I'll shoot it in the back.
No, I'm still saying, yeah, go together, but just be careful. Let's not assume that it's just one rat.
Okay.
It could be a setup or a trap for something else.
How well do you think you can make it up there without making too much noise? How used to your armor are you?
Yeah, I think I've got disadvantage because I got chainmail.
Yeah,
Gale mail.
basically asking, can
And-
you do stealth well?
Yeah. Debatable.
If you sneak up,
she's
Min-Max,
good at it.
I can help you with that.
And look at him. Alright then. I'll make my way back across, going as fast as I was.
I'm going to move up to the entrance behind her, and I'm going to wait here. And I am going to use my mage hand to just scoop up like some rocks or something off the ground, and basically I'm going to float them out. So if it seems to start noticing Kata, I'm going to have the mage hand drop the rocks in a different direction to give it a momentary distraction. I.e., I'm using the help action,
Okay.
giving her advantage.
Would I need to remake my stealth check?
Yes.
Press that. Press this. Thank you.
You up? No, you dropped the second number. It didn't matter.
I mean, they're both rolling at the same time. Yeah, and on that, thinking I'm doing pretty alright, I'll scoop it up and across. It's looking directly towards like the northeast, right? Or is it?
Yeah, it's like
west?
now it's in the water, just like paddling around.
Yep.
So she's like standing back here, like doing like the classic tiger, like stalking, like
Mhm.
you know, like where, like he'd be like crouching down, like he's hiding in grass, waiting to pounce.
Does it look like Atsushi could be aware of like signals that I could give him? Like if I look into directions, does like he look at mine? Or is it also he's more focused on single command from his master?
I think for now it depends on what May's given the order to, and I don't think May's given the order to listen to you.
Cool, just
So
checking.
it's on its own right at the
It'd
moment.
probably be like just sort of brief thing, like as I move a bit closer, I
Yeah,
sort of
but
see it doing something. I'm like,
It-
yeah, my command was like to go help and like
Cut.
to assist with the initial takedown.
Atsushi is smart enough to like realize where you are and how to aid you in like how to like aid you and not getting in your way sort of deal. So he's not going to get in your way,
Yeah.
but he won't
I
like.
was mainly just looking to see like if like they were gonna wait for me or if they were going to like look like they're gonna attack on their own like when they want sort of thing.
He seems to be pounced up at the back, waiting,
Okay, good.
ready to pounce.
In that case, I'll move like that little bit closer, and then I'll just quickly like pull out with the card both of my daggers, and I'm gonna go for 1 and 2 strikes.
Okay.
Go from this angle.
All right.
Actually, I might go from no, just as you said there, I'll do that.
Okay.
First up, Soul will just be my primary from now on
Go ahead.
until I say otherwise. Ugh, fuck.
It misses, and as
Oh, I
you
didn't roll the
do,
advantage for the stealth.
oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
That
16.
hits.
Even... God. Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to press start.
Don't forget sneak attack.
Yep, I am looking for that right now. There.
Oop. You deal 20 damage and put the rat down.
Jesus.
Oh, it's dead.
That was a 5 and a 6, actually, Christ. Just roll better on your d6s, that's just all I have to say, guys.
Yeah, Darian.
And then, like, before even sort of looking around properly, like, while the kind of creature is, like, generating the call for itself, I'm going to quickly, like, look around to see if there are other monsters about.
And I am.
Too late?
I guess there are.
Yep.
Somehow that beat passive perception.
Yes, it did.
I assume.
Sorry, that shouldn't. That's a crit.
This is
Is
what I was
it-
afraid of!
As it bites you, you
That's
take
Zach, isn't it?
10
No,
and
okay, bye.
a knockdown. And not before your croaking begins. Let's have a look. See, that's
Let's
not
go.
that's
Go
not
around.
good. You have got the curse of lycanthropy.
Wow, the thing I said about!
That was
Shock.
quick.
Wow, it's almost like what I said comes true.
The second she goes down, because I'm watching as this
Mm.
I
happens,
wasn't expecting it immediately.
I turn to her
was.
too, and I just go, "Where rat? Also, Cade's down."
Yeah, everyone roll initiative.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a surprise round. He saw you coming in.
Yeah, because he wasn't focused on that one. That's
Mm.
fine.
Shit.
Why would
You know, I had very good luck last session, it had to run out.
he acts on my initiative, doesn't he?
Yes. Or does it say that? I think Five Familiar says it. Check the spell.
I think Find Familiar itself is different, but it depends on how you want to run.
It's running on.
Need to find it.
It's running on Five Familiar
He
rules.
does have his own initiative.
Yes.
Roll thing right there.
Yeah, roll that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's just like certain rules like Find Familiar actually have like their own initiative, while things like the construct that artificers get after you,
Right.
sort of thing.
The Were Rat's taken its turn. We'll be
Wow.
kind there. That's his turn. That's Asashi, you're up.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, go ahead. Can he stand here, or is this like too close to the wall?
Is that half the square of wall?
It's more than half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as if it's more than half, then no.
Okay, that's alright. That's what I thought. Because otherwise actually, if he goes here, he can go over Katie?
Yeah.
He was here. If he backs up to here, yeah, because then can you do the 20 feet to pounce?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do that then. So run in.
Just put him to a square to the side.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he'll start with a claw attack.
It hits.
Oh, okay. Cool. Excellent.
What did I roll? A 4.
And
course I did.
then he needs to make a strength saving throw. I think I do that for him.
Yeah, go ahead. As you see, as he brings his claws into the were rat, it doesn't seem to penetrate the flesh of it.
Okay, hang on, and then strength saving throw. Is that me saying it's 13 or?
You need to be targeting it. Don't worry. It's it fails. It's not prone.
Excellent. He's not prone, and then I get to do a bite attack.
Yep. Get advantage on it.
Oh,
That still hits
He's
though.
fine.
right. Yeah.
It could be a crit.
Deck.
As he brings his fangs into it, again, it doesn't seem to be able to pierce the flesh.
I confirm.
Yeah, but I mean nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, May,
It's
you're up.
non-magical damage usually.
I thought it was just resistant.
No.
Also,
No,
does
no,
my
no.
does my white tiger that I summon with blue stripes not count as a magical entity?
It probably
now.
gets that later on.
Yeah.
Maybe. It might do.
Like
Who
a
knows?
druid, you probably get magical like beast attacks later.
Or monks with magic fists.
May's turn.
Punch ghosts.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, we're going to guiding bolt.
Go ahead.
Just get her all out. Is this attack or a save?
Technically, you would have
attack.
disadvantage on a ranged attack.
You would have disadvantage on a range attack.
Sorry.
From here?
He's prone.
Because he's prone.
You knocked him
Oh,
down.
right, he's prone. Right, shit.
I hate that. I hate speaking about that rule particularly because no one remembers it.
Oh, what if I use...
Wait, one second. Let me put prone on him.
You could do Sacred Flame or something that does a.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I might not do it now, because it just does less damage. Like, much less damage, but,
Cantrip.
yeah, would Sacred Flame, be fine, because it takes no benefit from cover.
I think he has.
It's not.
I don't know
It's just because it's a saving throw. It's got really nothing to do with cover.
If it's a deck save, then I'm pretty sure he has disadvantage because he's prone.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Sacred Flame would be fine, but Guiding Bolt isn't.
Yeah, guiding
It's
bolt's
just
a
any ranged
disadvantage.
attack.
Because it's,
Yeah.
it's a ranged attack, yeah. Okay, shit.
Melee attacks though, advantage.
Or you could hold your action until he gets up.
Can I do
That
that?
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, I'll hold my action, and then, yeah, once he gets up, I'll do a Guiding Bolt.
All right, Mayu.
Alright. How far away is Tiger? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Instantly.
Shit, actually, I don't know.
Instantly, I lose that con save. My god.
I think if you go
Yeah, I was-
diagonal, Tez, you can get to 30 feet.
I can. I just figured it out.
Yeah, I see it too.
I am going to use Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Here, have like all of
For
your health back.
8.
Yeah. I only have 8. Calm down.
And that is all I can do, so that's my turn.
Is that bonus healing applied to that? Let me double check.
It looks like it might
Yeah, I
be.
think so.
Yes,
Yeah,
good.
plus
I'm making
5.
sure. I'm just making sure I've done it. Oh, good then. Yep. You heal for 11. Back up.
Oh,
It's your turn. Unless she's got bonus action.
No, I'm just here to heal. I
Okay.
used all my movement, that's it.
I feel like there's that shakiness of coming back and then like standing myself back up, but realizing the situation I'm properly in,
Hmm.
and it's just going to be like, because I can't even get like a proper flanking thing. It's probably just going to be like a stay where I am and just keep going, like even through the pain.
Go ahead.
I do have an ally within 5 feet at least. Come on, soul.
You bring her down. Oh fuck.
Me. Offhand attack.
I'll try my best. Hiya.
You're really good.
She hits.
I'm trying not to use you as much, but It happens.
Did you get up?
I would have gotten up.
Why do you have disadvantage? Oh, because you're technically prone.
I would have
Still.
advantage.
Because he's prone.
Oh, yeah.
He's prone, you're not prone. We just explained this rule, okay?
Well, again, you could crit.
Yeah.
That's fucking, that's both of them. Now that both were nothing.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You do 10 damage to him.
Yay. Action, bonus action.
Wait, did that not...
Hmm?
Did I not give your knives a magic trait? Let me make
you
sure. It's a sentient weapon, +1 bonus. Yeah, it's a magic.
Oh no, it does. No, it's not. It
It does
just
not.
piercing
Let
and
me
power.
add the magic to your piercings real quick.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault. I should have done it. If you can add them to the ranged weapon variants,
I
Why?
will do that.
while I take off the appropriate amount of damage that it took. So an additional 9.
It's magic.
That's this. Okay. You're good. That was action, bonus action, movement.
I am not moving. I'm basically taking up a shaky stance, like in front of this thing.
Okay. Haito. Oh, yeah, Haito.
Magic, magic, magic. Yeah.
I'm going to move into this corner, move across the room and there,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to look. I'm going to hold my action to cast Chromatic Orb when May. No, I'm gonna hold my action to cast Ray of Frost when May casts her Guiding Bolt.
Okay. You're delaying until the guiding bolt hits.
Yep. Once the guiding, whether or not the Guiding Bolt hits, even if it misses, I'm still gonna fire, but I'm gonna wait till after she shoots.
Okay.
Once it's passed.
The
So
lycanthrope
I
will.
can take advantage of the advantage or not,
The lycanthrope will get up.
which then triggers the Guiding Bolt.
Hang on, am I still targeting him?
Did you make 2 attacks with Atsushi? You did. Yes. Making sure.
Yes.
Remove prone from a major.
Yes. 1 second.
No, hang on. Why is saying that?
Effects.
Select yourself and then click him.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright. Come on. Yeah.
That hits.
Sweet.
You do 12 damage of radiant light as it.
There we go.
This bluish, this like light bluish energy bolt shivs into him, followed up immediately by an attack of the Ray of Frost, which also hits. It does 8 damage. The lycanthrope wounded
Man,
will
she never got up.
will make a secondary bite attack against Kaede.
Only I use Chromatic Orb.
Hits with an 18.
I mean, she's already bitten. It doesn't matter. Like, what? You go down again?
Takes 5, and then will swing his short sword at Atsushi. And crits on this Atsushi.
Again?
Damn
Again? Are you kidding me?
And he takes 11 HP. He takes 13 damage, which is 1 more than his HP.
Wait, 13?
13.
That would have killed me.
And he explodes into the dust that he was before.
As soon as he dies, I'm just like, bye again.
He got critted twice.
Like, fuck. Oh, this is gonna cost me so much money.
And then he'll begin to walk away.
If I have to revive him after every fight.
I'll use my reaction to attack him.
Go ahead.
Come on, so 1 more strike.
You hit. You're not going anywhere, Buster Brown.
How do you know that? Fuck! It's still barely enough. Oh my god.
And does 7 damage. And
Do a
you
perception check for
kill
anything
him.
else.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
I'm going to do one as well.
I think I'm just gonna stagger myself to the wall and just like try to hold myself up.
I'm gonna go pick up the core.
In this room, there doesn't seem to be any other hints of people or creatures.
Okay, I think we're safe.
And core-wise,
And I'm going to assume May has the same knowledge I do about,
May has no
where
knowledge.
I have no knowledge of how, like, I know cookies are really just like food in the real world, but in video games they're usually healing items. So I'm going to shove the
Actually,
apple.
no. Okay, I shouldn't assume that. Do were-rats have the same mechanics? Like, is like a known mechanic in the game world as it is in D&D?
Yeah, the lycanthropy is a disease. It can start
Yeah.
it can start a lycanthropic quest line and all that
I'm not even gonna make a check then.
werewolf stuff.
But yeah, okay, it's known if you get bit, you have a chance of being infected.
You find a lesser rat core and a minor were-rat core. So I'm just gonna add them to your sheet real quick, Darren.
Yeah, well, I didn't see the attack. So does it look like she's been like? Can I tell if she's like been bitten?
Yeah, you can
Like,
see
stabbed?
you can see on her neck. You can see 2 like puncture holes.
Well, before you say anything, no, hold on. Before you say anything, like as you're looking like in my direction, I just shake my head like, don't.
She still
But I
says-
don't say don't.
She has a look of excitement in her eyes, like, "Ooh, did you get bitten?"
I cover them out before she says that.
Oh,
As I was saying before, like without knowing, like, yeah, cookies in the real world don't actually heal you, but video game cookies usually do. So I'm going to shove the apple raisin cookie into Katie's hands. And just be like, I hope this helps. I
Like
can
cover-
heal you again if you like. We're gonna have a rest, but I don't have very many spell slots.
Like covering May's head, mouth with my head, and like holding cookies in the other, but just like turn to say thank you. And I'm just gonna just like sort of move May to the side a little bit, like just sort of again just sort of shake my head and just sort of let go. And I sort of
she doesn't
move
immediately
over.
say anything.
Yeah, and I'll move over to Haito, who I'm assuming probably has the knowledge as well, and just sort of look at him.
Guys, like, you look at me and go, that's your own business.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably not that bad.
It's alright.
Like, it's only like if you supposed to eat people.
It'll be fine.
Were-rats are less
What?
evil than like werewolves.
No,
They're just kind of more mischievous.
no.
Should we move on? Or...
Well, do you think you need to rest? You seem like you're bitten again. And I wouldn't lie, I believe that Mai probably wants to bring back her tiger yet again.
I mean, I'd like to, but I don't have to right now. I've got one more thing for healing.
What's the question? If you wish to bring, if you wish to spend,
If we want to keep looking.
it's up to you both. If you want to spend some time to quickly patch yourself up, Cade, then Mayu can bring back her cat at the same time. Otherwise, we can just keep wandering.
If it brings Atsushi back, then it's probably better for us just to rest. And I'll just sort of sit just a little bit to the side.
I mean, I guess we are close
against
to
the
the
wall.
exit.
Short rest.
Alright then. Short your rest.
I mean, I'd have to go. I'd have to like leave to buy things because
No, you don't. As I reach into my spell pouch and I pull out the components to cast Find Familiar twice.
Oh, thank you.
I toss one packet to you, and I might get the other packet out myself and get it ready.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it would. I only have the one bowl, so you'd have to do it after.
I'm sure we can make it
before.
work.
Okay. Thank you. And she'll go. I don't know, just like in the corner or something again.
Okay.
Cast the spell.
So I'm assuming you're taking at least 2 hours of a break.
However long we need to cast 2 Find Familiars.
How long does it take for a ritual?
1 hour 10.
10 minutes. I will say,
Okay, it's only an extra 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, I'll do a ritual.
it does say you technically need to burn them in the bowl. We could just burn double the amounts and both cast them at the same time.
Just take each part
Then-
separately.
Is that
Separate it with a line in the middle.
I
to
based
know.
on when I did the spell the first time and like
Perfect.
the procedure I had to go through, do I think that could work? Like, do you need to use the whole bowl or like the way you do it?
I think doubling the components is not gonna half the time.
No, not half the time, but like, can we do it at the same
No.
time?
Is that
Yeah,
I'm saying
so-
no.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I was like, I mean, when I did this before, I kind of needed the whole bowl.
Yeah, I know. I was joking.
Oh,
Come on, go ahead. You first.
sorry.
Bring
Okay.
back your kitten.
And yep, she'll start doing that.
Can't believe 2 crits in one fight, AJ.
No, it's 2 crits against the dog.
It's just
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
those days.
I just know at the end of every quest, so she's gonna be dead, and I'm gonna buy more things.
It's gonna become a common thing at this point. The dog gets crit.
It'll get better over time.
yeah. Hopefully,
Alright,
it can
so-
last 1 round at least, so that I can spend my next action by putting him away.
So Mayo and
Instead of
Kaida
him
can
just
take watch.
immediately getting hit and dying.
Mayo and Kaida can take watch while we cast our Find
Yeah.
Familiars.
Yeah, I'll happily roll a perception just for the watch time.
Okay.
Give one out too as well.
So, what are you thinking of looking for your familiar?
I already know. And as I finish casting my spell, a magpie appears. Little corvid, little magpie, wearing tiny little spectacles.
Well, you gave it clothing.
It lifts its hand, and it lifts its wing and points the glasses, and they also Megane.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Magpies do not call.
Yeah, they kill you.
Magpies warble.
Does anyone really want to try and make the
I don't know.
magpie sound?
Fuck no.
No. Do I have to make any other saves, or is it just the one?
It's one and done.
I think
For now.
No.
Oh, not during the day, you don't.
Yeah.
But, as I summon my magpie, I give him a flourish, and I'm like, meet Pickles, the magpie.
I love him.
Not the name I was
Indeed.
expecting. But a nice
Can
name.
I attempt to pet Pickles?
Pickles will tolerate it. Only the head.
Toleration.
You only pat birds on the head and under the beak, nowhere else.
Yeah, they like cheek scratches. But I don't know very much about magpies or ravens or anything. But I know a lot about parrots and pigeons.
No back or belly rubs. They're not good for them.
She'll pat
They
him
get
as
mixed messages.
she will pat him as instructed.
He accepts it.
Yeah, he tolerates it.
Hey, little guy.
After you finish giving him the scritch, the wing comes up and readjusts the glasses to make sure they're perfectly in line.
As you know, you need to.
You have to.
Does the magpie need the glasses? Or is it like for
Absolutely
show?
not.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Does,
Fashion does not need an excuse.
Yeah,
I mean,
Is yours
considering
cool as well?
like
Wait, are your prescriptions or
magpies,
not?
considering magpies have like eyes on the sides of their head as well, it's gonna be
Yeah.
some strange glasses.
It can't even see them. The magpies are on the beak, not even next to the eyes.
Yeah, not designed so they like wrap around to where his eyes is. They're just like
Yeah.
normal, like human shaped glasses.
Yeah.
I hope the extra cost wasn't put into prescriptions.
So I look at the glasses, look at you. Do you really think the glasses work?
No, of course not.
Then why would I waste time getting prescriptions for a bird?
I look at you in your outfit.
Your point?
I mean,
I say
not
nothing.
I'm not criticizing, but you gave him glasses to begin with.
Nod.
Yes. He's allowed to be fashionable.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with. if
Are
you
your
can-
glasses
if-
fashionable, or are they prescription?
Can they not be both?
so
Are they
they're
prescription glasses?
Can can both Mei and Kaede roll a history for game knowledge?
So what happens if those break? How are you planning on getting new ones?
Kaede, you know for a fact that was a microtransaction that was at least like $3 in the game to get little glasses.
To get glasses for your familiar.
And I'm like,
Familiar cosmetics.
yeah. I actually said like, are those prescriptions? And like, not getting a reply. It's like, no, they're not.
Shall we continue?
Stumble my way up. Yes.
You good?
Yes, I think I'll be fine.
I have a feeling we're going to want to
actually,
make
I'll
a
go
bit
to
of
you.
money.
And like, because I have come to realize that you want this to be secret. I would just like get close to you and like kind of whisper in your ear. Do you feel different?
Ooh, sensitive. Don't know. Really? I don't think I can tell, right? Like, it's not a thing I can tell.
For now, you seem like normal. You don't feel any different.
It was just a painful bite.
I don't know.
Yeah, it hurts like the dickens.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, she's still kind of got like her head like over it, just like almost feeling that the sort of point of impact. It's like I don't know.
Also, yeah, this is the person that's been knocked out, so I'm just like, it really hurts, doesn't it?
I don't want to think about that now. Let's just keep going.
Being knocked out.
AJ,
Please don't.
Yes.
I have a lesser rat call. What about the were rat?
Sorry.
Minor. I gave it to you.
Oh, I missed it there. Okay, cool.
Anyway, let's keep going. We need to keep moving.
I feel like we're going to want to make a bit of money so we can pay to have that dealt with.
Thank you. Let's just keep moving down.
I'm just not going to bother moving the raven for the magpie for now, Pickles, because we'll just assume Pickles is on my shoulder.
I am probably not going to take full point lead, but I'm probably going to be like sort of pointing directions, sort of thing.
I'm happy to take lead with Atsushi to like to cause he can help look
Yeah.
be a second pair of eyes and also his other senses heightened.
Yep.
As we get through to junctions as well, I'm going to basically make perception checks to see if like there's anything around.
I was gonna say the same thing. Each time we get to like a choke point like this,
Okay.
so I'm gonna roll one now.
Perception.
And I'll roll one
Average
I guess-
15.
for Atsushi.
I'll just make one for the just generic. I'm looking behind us. I didn't roll very well. I
I'll
don't know,
probably
the
be
bird
back with
for
you
rolling
as
behind
well.
us.
As you get into this room, you don't really see much of anything other than scrolled upon like the wall nearest to Mayu. It just says it's a trap.
That says it's a trap.
Where did it say that?
On the wall.
I have a feeling that was in reference to the rat.
There's player messages. Like, the things like jump for treasure and shit like that, like from Dark Souls.
Maybe it's a reference to that movie. You know,
I
the
don't
sci-fi
think
one.
so.
Yes, I'm sure there is a Star Wars reference in this medieval
Correction?
world.
Space conflicts?
Space.
Space
Yeah,
conflict.
that's the
I
perfect
don't know.
name for it.
Unless you want to believe the developers wrote this.
Maybe it was a player.
Solo confrontations.
I open my mouth as if to begin, be like, there aren't players here, and I'm just like, whatever.
Technically.
Well, it might have been the rat, but we
There's-
should probably be
there's a-
careful anyway.
I don't think there's enough of these quote-unquote players that it's highly unlikely one of them wrote that, especially when seeing that half of those are us who have just got here.
Hey, does Pickles see anything with his natural 20?
He does not. No. Nothing
Pickles is
behind
keeping
you.
a natural 20 eye out.
From behind.
Specifically, the glasses help in this matter.
Well, I'll move
That's-
up a little bit, just in case.
Didn't know the glasses give +3 perception. Like, it really is paid DLC.
You want the you paid for it. You want it to be helpful.
You don't want to be paid
Is
to
there
win,
anything
though.
interesting about that corner that's lit up, AJ?
It's just a light source.
No, it's just a light
The
source.
one that's here.
Yeah.
I assume it's just a light source.
It's just that this floor's been searched. This floor's got like traction all the time, so they just put one. They just put lights where they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
This
have
is a-
dark
Wait,
vision.
do we want to go there or keep going left?
Did we say before that was like one of those ways that we probably shouldn't go?
I don't think. Is this one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Anything that seems to stop it at the edge there is one of them. Yes.
Okay, I wasn't. I thought that was just the end of my light reaching.
So approach that room. We'll just do the one roll, not each time. That's just the numbers will stay the same, just so we don't
Yeah.
flog the chat.
Oh, all the perception checks.
A well lies in the northwest corner of this room, and a group of monstrous faces have been carved into the north wall.
Well, and monstrous
Uh,
faces.
That's creepy.
Like just generic monster spaces, or like do they look like specific monsters, like goblins? Or
Yeah, they
werewolves?
look like goblins.
Okay.
That is kind of goblin-y looking though, so maybe we're in the right way.
Eventually.
Maybe we should be a bit sneaky.
Feel free.
I
I'm
can
not
try.
so good at being sneaky.
I can try.
I'm really bad at being sneaky.
Oh. A 2
That's
and a 6
Ooh, and the tiger's not doing well either. This is not good.
and a 1.
That was a double roll by accident. That was the bird. I'm not being sneaky.
Okay.
I'm sending the bird forward with a 13.
I'm staying a bit behind, but I'm still trying to be stealthy. That's survival. Fuck me. Add 1.
It's
25.
like, maybe we should be sneaky. And
How
then
am I
just like
rolling the number?
walks out and just
Trips on the ground. Ow!
There's a very quiet like whistle from me as I go like, and then I just like, roll my shoulder and Pickles takes off, flies up near the roof.
Ah, yes, whistle. That's very sneaky.
Yes, because
That
it
sounds
is
very
quite
quiet.
loud.
Stay near the entrance. With Haito.
Can I do a? Oh, wait, no, we already did perception checks.
Yep.
I wanted to check for more monsters or any ambushes.
My
Sure.
bird's a natural 20, so it's like I'm just waiting for him to say something.
As you look around, you hear noises coming from the south, and noise coming from the northwest.
Okay, well that's just a dead end in the northwest.
No, it probably wraps around.
Go south, west, and then north.
Or the
Which way do you think we should go?
or southeast.
Sorry, I realized chat's probably. There we go. Whoop.
Yeah, Matt probably would. Well, if you wait 1 moment, I'll have Pickles check it out.
Okay.
Pickles fly around the edge, just like hit the corner there and goes around.
Yeah,
It,
as
it,
Pickles looks in the room, you see that there's 2 goblins and 2 wolves just sitting there and at the end of the room there, like next to like a ruined catapult.
it is up in number 10.
Yep.
Yep, and then he's gonna circle down and see if he can spot whatever the sound is to the south.
As you go down that way, you can't really spot anything.
He loops around the pillar and then comes back. When he flares back on my shoulder, I go, Thank you, Pickles. He says there's 2 goblins and 2 wolves around the corner in that direction as he points towards Area 13. There goes, curves north, and there's an alcove which comes to a dead end with 2 wolves and 2 goblins.
It was talks to you as well.
In a way.
Can I inside check that?
Go ahead.
It's a familiar. Of course it talks to you. Telepathically.
I was gonna say, do regular familiars?
Yeah, all familiars can communicate telepathically with their bound companion.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
I thought you could just,
Yeah.
like, it was just the, like, seeing and hearing.
No, telepathic
Is-
communication for up to a mile, I believe, or something.
Yeah.
It's minor, but
It's not.
enough to
It's
make sense.
it's not speech
Yeah.
like yours is, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
still.
So, okay, that's what I was asking. Like, is it, like, when I said, does yours talk to you, I meant, like, speech.
It's like it's just
When I asked the question.
no. He's like we communicate in a way, but it's a very simplistic communication. You can tell like it's not really talking. It's more like transferring ideas and images.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I knew that one.
Idea
Okay.
goblin.
Yeah, okay.
It's like it sends like goblin, wolf, 2 of each. Corvids are very
Catapult.
smart. The intelligence score of 2 is a absolute fucking piece of bullshit on this sheet. It should
At
be
least make it a 5.
Yeah, corvids are like one of the most intelligent birds.
We'll get wizards to make a stat block of it.
They do. It's called ravens. They fucking lie. They're shit stats. They should have a 6 in intelligence, and that's it. Everything else is fine.
Alright.
Okay.
Should we go towards the goblins then, I guess?
Could not see anything to the south, so if something's hiding down there, we couldn't see, or it might be even further south.
I'm probably not even going south. If there are any group of goblins, my understanding is if while they were fighting them, they actually triggered something. So they may have ran south and triggered the boss if it's these groups of goblins.
I feel we should deal with these 4 before they come up behind us.
Yes. But please be careful.
I can deal with one of the goblins right away if you'd prefer that.
If possible.
I've dropped to like a stage whisper at this point. Then move up, and we get ready around the corner as I put my hand up to like hold, so my ear. I'm just like a signal like around the corner, like doing a hand sign to be like they're right around there.
I'll wait for everyone else.
Over the top gesture of big 3, 2, 1, go as we plan to all turn the corner and do something at the same time.
Alright.
Shall we roll initiative to see who goes first, AJ?
Yep. Go ahead.
Because I have a feeling, even though we're planning a surprise round, I rolled a 1. We're not going to get a surprise round.
Well, is it still a surprise one when we just run in like full blaze instead of sneaking?
Well,
Maybe if you have an idea. Run in and shoot a beam. You're still running in and shooting a beam. We're like, holy fuck, is that a beam?
Yeah,
What if we roll initiative,
Yeah,
initiative like twice, staring?
I have 2 different things.
Oh, right. It's
Yeah,
people
I've-
first.
Alright.
I've got-
Top of the order is Kaede.
I feel like I would
Wait, did
probably
I?
keep
I had the wrong encounter in 1 second.
the same kind of boss. I'll wait to see what their formation looks like before deciding. It's probably fairy fire. Get that once a day, right?
With our stealth rolls, I very much doubt we'll get a surprise round.
What did I get? 25 or something? Yeah, close. So it was 2 goblins, 2 movies.
Yes.
What are we looking for? We're looking for a 20-foot cube. You bastards.
Yeah, they seem to just be the opposite sides of like this ruined catapult, and both just playing with their dogs.
Now just move Green Boy 4 like 5 feet to the right.
No.
just so I can go like those 3. That wolf can live. Fuck. In that case, don't like going first. This sucks.
Hang on, I just need
Let me switch to this view so you can chat can see.
What was
You
it?
could hold a weapon thrower.
2060. I might have to because I can't really like attack. I feel like I'm basically gonna time my run with someone else, and I'm just going to hold.
Or Fairify is not a bad option.
I was
No
thinking of
need
holding
to.
Fairify, but I want to do that when I when not just as someone's moving. So I'm going to probably hold a dagger throw with soul.
Okay.
As I run out with whoever comes basically with me, next person basically.
Alright. It's 10.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Wolf 16 picks up Green Boy and they run towards you.
Yeah, of course they do.
Right, though, did you say the wolf picked up the goblin?
Yeah.
Like,
Put him on his back.
Or, like, in his teeth?
On his back.
Okay. he's riding it.
Did you want to throw your knife now, Kay?
Apparently that wasn't my trigger.
They could be a trigger. If you want to throw your knife, go throw your knife.
I'm gonna do the knife then. I'm gonna do
You can choose to use your trigger. Like you can set a trigger for reactions, but you can also just choose to do it whenever.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I'd like to throw it at the dog before it properly comes at me to just injure it.
Is it in your normal range, you reckon?
No, it wouldn't. Actually, yeah, no. While it's throwing towards me, I'll wait for the normal range of 20 feet.
Okay, so let me draw an arrow.
5, 10, 15, 20. Probably once, two, yeah.
Yeah, alright, go ahead.
What shot has it got? No, the pack tags is more frightening. Motherfucker! I'm shaking.
As you throw Soul, he's like, "Get back here!" Misses and clangs against the ground. Fuck!
I feel like the throw itself is like a bit like wobbly and like that sort of sense. It's like, and just pull out loot who's like sort of defensive.
Yep. And it makes its way there. It will use its action to pick up the goblin. However, it is the goblin's turn.
Yeah.
And the goblin will swing her swim at her. Her swim hits.
Kay can't catch a break this time.
No, I had a great one and a terrible one. Honestly, that's how the dice go.
Takes 5 damage. After she's
too good
turned,
last time.
and Mayu's on deck.
Going first was not good.
Alright, he's just gonna just jump in here and try and fight the actually hounds.
Annoying there's no real delayed like mechanics.
What do you mean?
Like to delay after someone else's turn to have your full turn.
Yeah, he's gonna try and fight it.
You can choose to like change initiative. I'm pretty sure.
Is that an actual thing?
Yeah,
Or
I think it's a default rule, but it's a rule I usually run with.
Yeah.
You can delay your entire initiative to go after someone if you want to hold your whole turn.
I'll remember that for next time.
that's a hit. You deal 8 damage to the wolf, I'm assuming.
Yeah, to the wolf.
Okay, it's still up. It's quite wounded, but it's still up.
And that's his turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his action and movement.
Wolf 11 picks up Goblin 4. Makes his way here. Mate, you're up. May's on deck.
Alrighty. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal Kaida.
Mm-hmm. Kaida heals for Kaida heals for 12.
That's fine. I'm going
No,
to...
it's just because I low max HP. Like 12 feels like a lot.
It's fine. And not knowing what else to do, I'm gonna go around the other side of Green Boy 18.
Okay.
16.
Right.
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just feel like, hey, you shouldn't hit people. That's really mean.
May, you're up. Pickles is on deck.
Alright, I'm going to Sacred Flame, Green Boy 4.
Okay.
I don't know how to make him. Do I make
You
him?
just control,
Target.
you target him, and then you just click the button.
Oh, hang on, I thought I did I target him?
Atsushi was targeting him.
Oh, sorry, there's Ashley. Sorry, I'm
Click on
you
your
again.
token.
There we go. Got it. And then do I just say cast or
Yeah.
save?
Hit cast. Well, either or. It does the same
There
thing.
we go.
It fails.
Drag and drop the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, he failed?
Yep.
Did you say? Yay!
He takes 2 radiant damage.
Cool. And then I will bonus action Shield of Faith on Katie.
Cool.
Because she's taking a lot of the front and has to be in melee range.
Alright. Pickles the magpie.
Pickles, I'm going to instruct Pickles to go and collect the knife for Katie.
Yep.
So it's going to take off and fly along the roof. How
Yep.
high is the roof?
We'll say 20 feet.
Alright, so it flies above everyone. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's say 30 feet including ascending.
Mhm.
35, 40, 45, 50 to descend.
Yeah.
And is next to where the knife is.
Yep, you pick up the knife in its mouth.
It picks up the knife in the mouth, turns around, it's now a magpie with a dagger.
Frankston all
Peace was
over
never an
again.
option.
Seen a picture of that.
Yep, it is exactly that. And then that's Pickles' turn, as it's it can't use it. I mean, it's an action to pick up the knife, given how big the knife is compared to the bird.
Green Boy 4 will
Peace really was never an option.
Green Boy 4 will swing his scimitar at...
Go home. Oh wow.
Actually, he'll jump off the wolf and bonus action disengage. Go over here, pull out a short bow and fire at Mayu. Hits with a 16. And Mayu, you take 6 damage. As this is I'm pretty sure this is the first time you've gotten hurt. It hurts.
Yeah, everyone but Haito's now been hurt.
And I plan to have it remain that way.
I hope you do for your own sake, buddy.
Haito's turn.
Hato takes the Staff of the Elements, swings it over his head, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Yep.
I'm going to send 1 missile against Wolf 16 and 2 missiles against Green Boy 4.
Okay.
Please.
Dead.
There we go.
Good.
Or make a dex save or fall on its ass.
Takes some
That was
damage.
not bad.
Also dead.
As I wave, I go, I've got it. Swing, with 3 orbs shoot out. 1 strikes the wolf, the other 2 hit the goblin, they all die. And I go, okay, Cade, finish it up.
Alright, Kaede, your turn.
I will.
I like how
action-
everyone's got a different way to pronounce that name.
Everyone's got a different way to pronounce it. I didn't want to mention it because it's still happening.
I refuse to conform.
That's it.
At least he used your actual name and just instead of just.
He did actually, which is surprising.
Yeah, he did
Kaede.
actually.
Kaede. I'm gonna use my action to attack, I guess, the Lunar Elf is what I got now, so I'm very sorry.
I pray that your death is quick. Hiya!
It might be.
Saying that too?
To the goblin.
Goblin. She cares about everything.
I was thinking it's you because fuck you for using me.
It's dead.
It's
Oh.
very dead.
For my movement, I'm gonna go 5, move through my space, 10, 15, pick up the knife.
The bird just hands the knife to you, like tosses the knife up.
20, 25,
That's not
30, offhand attack with soul.
This is the wrong hand. I don't feel comfortable in this hand.
Mental sort of communication of neither.
It's like the stranger, not a fan.
That's a hit. You do have advantage.
Oh, I do, yeah.
You're flanking with the tiger. It hits still.
But well,
You deal 8 damage, and it's dead.
Wow. Well, that was
and I
last
immediately
time.
swapped them back to the right hand.
Better.
Well, let's pick up all the cores as I walk over and start collecting the 4 cores and tossing them in the core bag.
Hiya.
Like, yeah,
Hiya.
like Myers instead of like
Hiya.
facing away
Hiya.
from everyone.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's probably my first response.
I don't have anything healing.
Two lesser wolves and a lesser goblin and a minor goblin.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
No, you're not. Hold, do you, hold on, let me just, basically, like, do my best just to inspect the wound, just to make sure it's not anything, like, bad.
I can't change my
it's
fate.
not infected if that's what you're wondering.
Yeah, but, like, the main thing is, like, you know, gotta do medical aid.
AJ, I can't change my fate form at the moment, can I?
Usually it's on a long rest. But I like to play it a like outburst of emotions. We can do a change.
Like, because she usually goes for like autumn and spring, like the happy ones. I'm assuming like winter's kind of the
Winter is sad.
yeah.
Just, you know, lonely, sadness.
Oh,
She's
Depressing.
just like suddenly like her hair kind of goes like white and like just like a bit silvery, and she's sort of like a skin tone goes a bit paler as well.
is this a thing we knew she could do?
Yeah, I did.
If you
I
yeah, Eladrin players are very like they're a very subset of Elven players. Those who want to be a bit more like fluid with
A little bit extra.
a little bit fluid with their character creation. So like you know that one of the Eladrin's abilities is to change forms.
I like the idea that Eladrins are all just like role players. They're
ERPs
just
only.
on part of the afternoon service.
That's why I don't pick an Eladrin.
If you said
it's ERP bait.
You said ERP. What thing is the horny? Is there a separate season?
Spring, obviously.
Is it
the- is it
the 4 seasons plus horny?
You can be horny. If you tried, you could be horny in all 4 seasons.
Get your asses in the horny jail. Mayu is pure.
That's the
No
problem.
ERP.
Pure.
Just cute baking cookies for
It's the pure ones you gotta look out for.
No.
Cookies are what they're calling it nowadays.
But yeah, you see Mayu. Is it a flicker of winter or is you switching to winter?
I'll probably just say like it'll just be like a momentarily sort of thing. Like I don't want to completely change over to it.
Yeah.
But it's sort of more like well,
You-
she's hurt.
You see you see her hair and her skin start to tinge a little like blue and white respectively. And then as you approach it quickly just returns back.
Just like trying to like make sure
May,
it's like not a
inst-
bad
like,
wound.
instinctively like flinches, like once she sees the changing.
It's just like it's when she's facing away, but like then it goes back to normal and she turns around. She's like, "I'm fine. I'm okay."
Let me at least just check to make sure that it's okay.
Right,
Okay.
It'll get better soon.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
awake, Albert, so that's something.
As a look at everyone else like going on about it's like, I'm sure it's okay.
If you want to roll a medicine check, you can roll with disadvantage because you haven't been stabbed before.
No, but I'm mainly doing it just to like make sure she's alright. So
No, Hatter rolls
Haven't
flat.
had such aggressive stab wound before.
Hatter's Australian.
No. Willpower of Australia determines the DC.
Listen, Haito and myself have very
One.
different experiences in Australia.
No, that's fair. You don't know.
There's blood.
It doesn't look deep, but it could be deep. You don't want
It's
to
one of
put.
those where it's just
Are we supposed to be like applying pressure?
it's one of those things where I'm
Yeah.
just, like, trying to see what I can do to wrap it up
Your
basically.
whole future is being decided by only a few years of schooling.
Oh no,
Applying pressure.
no! Don't bring me back.
Even more so in Japan.
Yeah, and even more so. Fucking hell.
You want to apply pressure? You're never going home. You're gonna be trapped here forever.
All those dogs are gonna starve without you.
Hold on, less pressure, less pressure.
Dubs better than subs.
You're suffocating her.
That's constructive.
Oh,
We're
my
cutting,
apologies.
cutting off the blood supply.
I just like do what I can. Just like I don't have any knowledge, but like the thing
Yeah.
that comes to mind is like, okay, you cover it, tighten it, pray.
Yeah, you apply pressure. You just don't know the knowledge necessary that if
No.
it's a bad wound or not. But you do the thing of put the pressure on, wrap it up, and let's hope it's not infected.
It's like the step-by-step guide they actually like teach you, like that you need to know for like certain things.
Yeah,
Like it's that.
it's that one Tom Scott video on how to not get stabbed.
Yes.
While they're doing this, Haito just walked past them all and is looking around the area to see if perhaps the gold bangle was up here. And he's going to investigate the area, like
Go
where
ahead.
the goblins were and the destroyed catapult, and wondering how the hell they got a catapult down here.
Don't question it's video game logic.
Go ahead, roll investigation.
Why is there a loot box in this cave? I don't know. Someone may have put it here. It's weird when you think about it.
Can I have advantage when my bird is helping?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Much better.
As you look around, you try and find this golden brooch locket thing. You don't really find it. You go around searching the thing. Pickles like lands on top of like the throwing arm that's like left of the catapult, and it's like pecking at the ground around there, and just like, "Grr!" And it's like nothing's there.
Hey, there's no bangle here, which means we're not wasting our time by missing it and going like, we didn't find it. That's the important part. And hey, there's no other cards here, I assume either, so I just wander off.
Can you pick up the catapult on a card?
No.
I attempt to turn the catapult into a card.
You place your hand on it. You try to will it into card form. It does not go.
It's worth
will
trying
play.
at least.
It's worth trying. You know how much a catapult's worth? It's a couple
That
hundred
was literally
dollars.
the first thing I thought of as soon as I saw a catapult. I was like, can we turn that into a card?
That would be completely overpowered if we could turn anything we want into a card. Can I turn the labyrinth into a card?
Can I turn the corpse into a card?
No more inside it.
Corpse?
Yeah.
There's such a thing as corpses. Everyone turns to dust.
No, yeah, there are no corpses in there.
Yeah, there are no corpses.
How do you cast Revivify on dust?
Very carefully.
How do you cast Raise Dead on dust?
Very carefully.
Can we hold on to the dust?
So you guys all doing this. I look around here. By the time I come back and you're all like,
Somewhat
tie
done.
it up. I look as, are you done at this point? Can we keep looking on, or what do you want to do?
I turn to my
No, we should keep looking for the brooch. I don't have very much magic left though.
I've got a little still.
You'll be fine? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
And we can always take another rest if we need to.
Please take it if you need it.
We've got 2 weeks essentially to do this.
Maybe just a little rest.
Second short rest.
May as well.
Hey,
If
shorter
it's
than
one
the
person
first.
each time.
This is your last short
It's
rest
vile.
of the day.
Yep, I'm going to use, once you take short rest, I'll use Arcane Recovery to get my spell slot back. Also, I'm going to do something dumb.
Mm-hmm.
AJ,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on myself.
Go ahead.
And then I'm going to use my reaction to half the damage.
You do not do that.
I can't do that?
You hurt yourself. I'm not.
Kill myself with a center, so I can't use my reaction to half the damage and absorb
yeah.
it into the staff?
I will place a thing on there. It has to be an attack not sourced from you.
Okay, then I'm not. If that's part of the tagline for the staff, I'm not going to do this, obviously.
What if it
In that
wasn't
case,
and you tried it?
I look at somebody else. Anybody else with a spell? Cast with me quickly.
What?
Just, a little bit of damage, something light.
Yeah.
Elemental, preferably. Okay,
I'm
When
re-
you say light, do you want a D8 or a D10?
AJ, I gotta verify this. The staff says the staff of the elements, right?
Mhm.
But it says non-physical damage. It doesn't state whether the damage can't be necrotic or radiant.
Yep, it does not state that.
Okay.
I can give you a D10 of acid or a D8 of radiant.
Probably the lesser one.
Okay, I'll...
Hold on. What are you?
Watch and see. Take it away, May.
Alright,
You-
sure. Cast Sacred Flame at him. I
Okay.
assume he forgoes the save.
I choose to fail. I use my reaction to absorb the damage into the staff, taking half damage, so roll damage.
Oh, sweet!
I half it to 4, so I take 4 damage. And then I'm going to use my hit die to get back to 3 of the health.
How do you feel when taking damage? You try to tough it out.
Yeah, he tries to react as little as possible.
Roll a deception check.
I was gonna say, can he make us check to see how well he hides it?
Deception, you say?
Fuck.
I could probably beat that.
I get hit, there's like a grimace as a clearly pain, but all I do in reaction to getting hit is you hit me, Kata, you see it, like I clearly grimace a little bit, but May, all you see is me getting hit and then casting prestidigitation to clean my clothes.
Okay.
I'm a roll an insight too.
Cool. Now I have one charge in this staff finally. I don't like abusing things like this.
I'll notice it, but I don't mention it.
I've had an
Just,
effect
like,
for
I'm
the
very
resist
concerned.
part.
Why'd you do a roll self one?
It expands on the next roll, so when you take when
I
a roll is applied, it'll get rid of it.
Cool.
Yeah, I won't really say anything to like any sort of reaction or anything like that. It's just more so concerned that this is the thought process you had.
It's called experimenting, Cade. Kada? Kaidi?
80.
Katie.
Kaede,
No, fuck. It's alright.
please.
Kyrie.
No, she's much more useful.
Min-max.
Is she? She's gone to 20.
Motherfucker, you don't see last session? Were you there? Fuck you. I'm not gonna. That's the insult I won't take.
I am not Kyrie!
I did kill him.
You want to continue?
Yes, we'll continue.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like
I can't
after
go much
this-
longer because I have to go to bed early.
If you want to stop now, we can. I don't
No.
mind.
That's it.
It's up to you guys. I could go for another
Yeah.
I could go to like 11:30 if people wanted to, but
I'm happy to stop whenever.
It's up to the group.
We could explore a little bit more and end it at the start of the next encounter.
Okay.
Depending on things, yeah.
I'm down for whatever.
Dungeon
Well.
crawl.
Dungeon crawl.
Oh.
Lead the way. I'm gonna roll the perception that you just constant perception to myself and Pickles.
Okay.
Same.
yeah, same.
Perception reset.
My
Unnatural.
Natural 20 again for Pickles.
Seeing everything.
Raises the glasses. It meganades. Alright.
There we go.
Alright.
South?
You go south?
Should we check out what was...
The sounds are
South.
coming from southeast.
And this is Goblin area.
We should probably make sure southeast is clear so nothing comes behind us if we're just going south.
Well, let's go then.
As you head down, you see another path heading west. That's one of these. Maybe not fuck with this path.
Yep.
And
Shall I send Pickles first?
That's not a bad
Yeah.
idea.
so you get in. This room seems to be rather empty.
I'm going to roll stealth check for Pickles.
Seems to be.
So if it's the try point, may as well just actually apply my
Pickles
general
warbles.
stealth.
I don't think Pickles is feeling very stealthy.
Wow, 2 unnatural 20s.
I'll keep Pickles to the perception duty to make sure we don't get flanked.
And just an empty room, you said
Okay.
mostly.
Yeah. 20 is empty. But if you have a look at 21, at the edge of 21, whoops, sorry, chat. You see similar to before, but like an ensconced fountain sort of deal. One of those fountains that like uses the wall to spit the water out in that top corner.
Does the water look clear or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I roll? Oh, I didn't do very much of this, and I already rolled a thing for the dungeon, so I don't know anything. Could the fountain be like a healing item? You know how in games sometimes they have little healing things?
I was actually thinking something similar just then as well.
Yeah, I...
Does it seem like place beast are like deliberate, or is it like just like a fountain of like natural water leaking through the like cracks in the rocks?
It seems like a designed thing. The floor seems mostly cave, but it's got these random sections of like different sort of styles in it. This one seems like one of those Roman like designed fountains in the walls sort of deal.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah,
roll my shoulder as Pickles takes off and flies into the room. So I'm going to have Pickles circle near the fountain and return.
Yeah.
We'll see if he sees anything attempting to hide in this area like last time.
Okay.
I'm assuming he didn't spot anything?
Nope.
Well, Pickles says it's all clear.
I'm gonna check the fountain out.
I'll wait here and keep an eye behind us.
You said it was on the far wall.
Like this wall. Whoop, wrong screen I'm playing on. This wall.
Be careful, there could be something behind it potentially.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'll be
with it.
careful.
Keep it
I'm
cute.
gonna roll an investigation.
Go ahead.
Can I assist?
Yeah. As you look in, just seems to be a fountain.
I'm going to drink some of the water.
As
Are
you
you
place
sure?
your hand in, the water starts to reverberate and then move up, as in its place, instead of water, is a gelatinous cube.
Yes, what was that?
Oh. On reaction to that, can I move back?
No.
No.
Can I move back?
No. I'll have everyone roll initiative, and I think that's where we'll end session.
Oh.
Hey, it could have been a healing item.
It could have. I agree.
We were literally warned about oozes.
You were.
We were.
Yeah, but it's like, who would have thought it was a fountain, right?
Hey, we've got a 20 and a 17 initiative coming up.
Yeah.
A 20 and two 17s. I think we're good with me sitting at a nice 5 and a 4 in front of me.
I'm afraid of like fighting a fucking cube like that. How am I gonna hit it?
Hey, I'm
Stab it.
Oh, I'm in melee
Gonna
range. I can find
consume
myself
me.
It gives me a good chance to use that spell.
There's also the Joestar family special skill that you can employ.
Running away.
It's not a bad idea actually.
It's entirely viable.
I'm assuming a gelatinous cube can't move very fast.
Most oozes are pretty slow.
No,
Yeah.
it's a slow creature. But we'll deal with that in 2 weeks.
God damn.
You're welcome.
Theoretically,
My
we could
gifts
just
to
kite
you
this thing.
guys.
Thank you for the follow, sir, to the Gallaglass. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I get very invested in DMing, so I don't really pay attention to the stream, which is why I have to be like, oh, fuck, yeah, Matt, my bad. But yeah, thanks for the follow. They're in a precarious situation. Who would have thought the labyrinth is full of evil creatures that do damage?
Who would have thought
No.
the idiot innocent one would think, it's water, let's have a drink.
Honestly, there was a rat drinking out of the other
That's
one,
what I was
but-
thinking.
But this room seems too obvious, and I know why the crow didn't spot it, because they can mimic perfectly when they're staying still.
Yeah.
They're transparent, and you could have with your investigation, but you have to roll a 15, and you rolled a 10. But
Oh,
that's...
yeah.
Well, technically it's a perception check, but I'd allow it. But yeah, that's that. It's fun. Hope you are enjoying the labyrinth. This was just a random like labyrinth generator. I think I'm gonna do that for the labyrinths because my brain hurts making mazes, so I'm gonna leave that to a computer.
Honestly, that makes sense, given how
It's designed to be procedurally generated.
Yeah.
Randomized.
Mm.
I was like, oh, the labyrinth, it changes every so often. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is we're gonna
Yeah.
make bank once we leave this place.
Probably.
I thought you were gonna level off those last 2 fights, and you're just so
Oh,
we
wait.
didn't.
you're so
Oh.
tantalizingly close.
So,
Hey,
in
level
this
2.
fight-
Listen, if the three of you can avoid getting engulfed by the cube, we could just kite this thing.
You mean the tiger as well? No, I mean, I'm back here.
I mean,
living life.
Tiger can die.
Again.
Tiger knows what he's
Yeah.
about.
The only sacrifice is 10 gold.
That's a lot
That's
of money.
one of these calls we've gotten.
That's a weird way to put my life on the line. All right.
I
mean,
don't
no,
put Solar Luna base to currency. That's very mean.
No, I'm saying I don't want to die because it's gonna cost me 10 gold. I don't want to be constantly spending money on him
That's the priority.
to. Well, okay, no, I don't want to. May just wants to keep him alive because him constantly dying is mean and it's heartbreaking.
Digging
To
yourself
watch
a
him,
hole.
to watch him constantly die over. and
Let's
over.
leave this for next time.
Yeah. But yeah, that's been Guardians Rebirth. I hope you're all having fun. I like building this world. I haven't had to do a lot of work the last couple of weeks. Pokemon is also not helping me with that, but still. Now I have to make more
Ugh.
quests now that they're all taken. That's fine. I like quests. But yeah, no one here's a streamer really. Tomorrow is going to be more Hollow Knight. I'm going to be doing a DLC. I don't know which one. Hopefully, I heard that King Grim 2 is evil, and I hate it. I heard it looks bad, and I will die multiple times, so I probably will avoid that for now. Tuesday, we don't know. We need to discuss with Tez. We have an idea. It's leaning to Zelda so far, but we'll have to talk and figure that out. Wednesday is more Digimon. Thursday is more Soul Link Nuzlocke. We're on our third reset, and it's both of our faults, and I don't blame either one of us.
I blame myself.
I do blame Kay.
You should really blame me.
I could have recovered from Kay, but Kay accidentally did a dump. And we'll be back next week on Friday for session 40. I think it's a big 4-0. Or was it 39?
Oh god.
Session 39 of Echoes of the Forgotten. They're gonna do a heist, a people heist. That's not the type of heist you do. Some people might call that a kidnapping. We might agree.
No, it's not. I swear it's not. I promise it's with love.
Rescue.
It's
a
with love.
rescue.
It's a rescue with love.
Is it?
No.
Non-consensual rescue.
And we'll see how the party fares against the generic cube in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for coming. Hope you all had fun, and we'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.